Hello, everyone! I am so happy we actually got to start a little early today! Ugh! This is like the only day this week that I think I haven't started late. I'm so proud of us! I'm still obviously learning how to schedule things at my new place here, 'cause, family. Oh, my family's helpful, my family's good. I gotta keep reminding myself, I very much appreciate having a temporary place to stay while the pipes are being done at my place. But I'll say it again, family time makes me go a little crazy. It shows that this is the earliest time we got to stream tonight. And tonight's the night my dad is actually out of town, so yeah. Yeah, that reminds me, I kind of want to lock my door real quick because he should be getting home any minute now. Okay, now we're back. There we go. I don't want him to disturb because I have headphones on. I'm not going to be able to hear anything. And I'm excited to play this game, so I don't want distractions. I'm so excited. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been able to visit this game, actually. It's been a while, but I really want to try and finish the childhood period of our life, our beautiful life with oh my god, do I remember his name? It hasn't been that long. The romance boy, is his name Cove? I think his name is Cove. It sounds right in my head. I really hope that's what it actually is. But I'm very, very excited. I already have the game open all set, and you can probably hear the pretty like, I don't know, it does give like ocean vibe music to me. It does. Kind of like the waves is the sound. Yeah? Yeah, or is that just me? It could just be me. Anyway, where is it? Where is it? Look how cute it freaking is. It has been absolutely adorable so far. So, we got to choose how we felt about our boy Cove in the beginning, and we chose indifferent because I'm like, you know what? I'm a little kid, meeting this little kid for the first time. I'm friends with everyone on the block. I'm popular like that. So he's about as friend as as anyone else in town. So like, yeah. So I chose indifferent, and I think curious or something like that. I can't really remember all the mechanics, but I chose that. And I do think we're making really bad choices so far. As usual, I haven't gotten any of the CGs other than the original one, I think. Wait, let's see if that's in the gallery. Yeah, all I got was like the OG one. I haven't gotten any of the others, and I think that might just be because I make bad decisions in life. But we'll find out, and we don't have the DLC, so we can't get Derek or Baxter, but we might get that eventually. We gotta get at least one playthrough of this game under our belt before I get some DLC. So let's continue. I want to get through the rest of our childhood with Cove here done. So let's go. Okay, so we did shopping. So we have 4 more. So we did the like prologue, and we did one of the events, and I want to do them all because I want to, okay? And we're going to. So, Grown Up is our first one. Wow, is that like dust particles? Or like, is there just tons of bugs in our place? I mean, if there is just tons of gnats and bugs, not gonna lie, pretty realistic for a beach area. I am in a town that literally has beach in the name right now, and there be bugs. So pretty accurate if it's bugs. One sweltering summer day, you were in your living room with Cove. I did remember his name right. I did. Oh, I'm so proud of me. My walnut memory did not strike this time. It did not. Cove is so cute. He's so cute, you guys. Okay, right. Enough gushing. Wait, I gotta make sure chat's behind me. I have chat set up differently today because I forgot to like charge my laptop, by the way. So all I can see is chat right now. Just FYI. I can't see any like subs or anything like that. Just chat. But both YouTube and Twitch chat, so I can see all of you wonderful people. Both. Alright, where were we? Yes, we were in the living room with Cove, listening to the sounds of the birds chattering outside the window while you lay across the rug on the floor. Cove's dad had dropped him off earlier, and your moms had left the two of you alone, along with Lizzie to play amongst herself. Hi, Legend Hunter! I'm doing good. I'm really happy we got to start a little early today. I'm super happy. I'm like wiggling back and forth in my chair right now because I'm super happy. Hi, Hector! How are you doing? How is everybody doing? I'm so stoked right now. I'm so happy. We got to start early today. That means we're gonna have time after this probably to do a little withering waves like we've been doing. Is a good day. Is a real good day. I got to kind of take a day off from life today. It was nice. Okay. Yes, Cove's dad dropped him off earlier. Ah, yes, Cove's dad. The father who paid us to be his child's friend. I still really want to tell Cove his dad did that. I really do. And your moms had left the two of you, along with Lizzie, to play amongst yourselves. Of course they did. It had been too hot to go outside in the afternoon, at least according to Mommy, so your sister was starting to get impatient waiting for her golf class that evening. Dang, she has golf classes? That's kind of cool. See, me, I would always just, like, low-key trespass on the golf course. A little bit. Just a little bit, okay? I only did it quite frequently. And we didn't golf. We would, like, ride our scooters up and down the hills on the golf course and, like, roll down the hills. It was a good time. Good childhood. Good childhood. Okay, where were we? Yes, I get very sidetracked with this game, by the way, you guys, because, like, they're in a beach town. This is very reflective of my childhood in so many ways. I go off on many tangents. I drop lots of Vassy lore whenever we play this game because I'm like, oh yeah, that's how it was in my childhood too. This is my childhood. Like all the bugs flying around in the background. Totes my childhood. Okay, the three of you had trouble finding something fun to do. The beach and the playground were off limits, and you felt that it was too warm for anything like playing with your fuzzy toy animals. Yeah, probably. Then suddenly, a light came to Lizzie's big brown eyes and her smile spread wide across her face. Having an idea gave her a new wave of energy. Since we're stuck inside, we should be adults. They don't play outdoors anyways. They're always inside and telling everybody they're too busy to play. Oh, that's so cute. Why? I said why. And it'll be fun. Duh. Why do they do... What do they do inside that we don't? Besides use the phone a lot. Excluding a small huff, Lizzie decides to ignore Cove. Naturally. Do you want to? Oh right, so many choices in this game. Okay. Cove said it. That doesn't sound fun. I bet we could come up with something else. I don't know. I want to. I don't know. I think it would be cute. I want to. Let's get all dressed up. You do? Seriously? Seriously? Yeah. Hooray! Okay, let me think. What do I want to be? Satisfied that neither of you were about to bail on her, Lizzie thought over her options while you watched. Look at his blushy face. Hi, Lix! How's it going? I gotta stop wiggling around in my chair. I keep wiggling because I have lots of energy right now. And I keep going out of camera. Maybe I should just move camera a little bit. Maybe if I flipped it, it would be better. Oh no, that's worse. That's better though. Energy cannot be contained. It cannot. I keep wiggling in my chair, like going back and forth because it's a twisty chair. It's a good day. I'm very, very happy we could start earlier today because I always have so much more energy when we start earlier and I'm not tired, even though I did not sleep well last night. And I'm gonna sleep real good tonight, I hope. I really hope. Speaking of sleep, I haven't heard my dad come home yet. Yeah, my dad went to the Big Island today to do something crazy. Which is natural. He just like hopped on a plane to go do a thing, and I think he's coming back same day. I'm like waiting to see if he comes home because I want to tell him I fed his cat. And I left his door open so his cat could come out. But nope, it's past the time he said he'd be home. And I guess I'll see him eventually. Okay, after a few seconds, she clapped her hands together and beamed, apparently having settled on something without asking either of you. Okay, I'm gonna be a professional golfer. Vassy, you and Cove can be A beach volleyball player and a gymnast or a tennis player. Why can't we pick anything we want? Because I have a fun idea. That's why. And we have to play sports as adults? Yep. But there's other kinds of sports too. It isn't the same. What do you think, Vassy? Don't these choices sound super cool? You want to be that, huh? Oh, hell no. I don't want to be a sportsman. I'm a creative. I kind of like those. It really doesn't. Haha, sounds like a blast. Isn't there anything else we can be? Lizzie stomped a foot on the ground. Nope, come on, just decide already. Knowing Lizzie wouldn't let this go anytime soon, you sighed. Cove was not impressed with Lizzie's attitude, though he didn't bother talking more about it for now. He thought over the list of possibilities. Beach volleyball, gymnast, or tennis. Out of all of them you preferred to play... really none of them. They all seemed really exhausting. I'm kind of lazy. I'm still sore from working out like 3 days ago, you guys. I'm like out of shape. Dang. But I guess I'd be a gymnast. My mom was a gymnast actually when she was in school. She did it for like 10 years or something like that. Crazy. If you couldn't spend the afternoon doing cartwheels and handstands in the backyard, then you might as well practice them inside. Oh, such a good idea. What good child ideas they have. There wouldn't be as much space as there was outside, but you could still try. Yes. Okay, this is kind of funny, but that's how I would like test to see if like my apartments were like big enough. Like whenever I'd move into a new place, I'd be like, okay, if I can do a cartwheel in here, it's big enough. It's big enough. But if I can't find a space to do a cartwheel, then that's too tiny and I need a bigger place. It's a good measurement, I think. I wonder if I can still do a cartwheel. I actually did gymnastics for like a year or two when I was really, really little. But it's been a long time. Like I was tiny. I don't know. I was probably 5 or something. I was younger than these beings. Yes, that was clearly the top option. I want to be a gymnast. No, I don't want to be a gymnast, but I'll be one for you, Lizzie, I guess. How about you, Cove? I pick volleyball. That makes sense. It's the most beach-like thing for Cove, the guy named after the beach. I should have known. Okay, so Vassy, you're a famous gymnast, and Cove, you're on a popular beach volleyball team, and Lizzie's ponytail bobbed when she proudly stretched her arms wide. We're Olympic athletes who just competed in the Olympics. Cove didn't seem all that impressed with the announcement. He made a face and adjusted the glasses on his nose. That's really specific. That's what makes it fun, anyway. Lizzie marched back and forth in front of the both of you, getting lost in her own imagination. I won all gold medals, and people are calling me the next Mickey Wrights. Who dat? Lizzie stopped. Lizzie stopped on the spot and turned on him, her brown eyes shining with impatience. It doesn't matter if you know who she is. It's a golf thing. You guys won medals too. Cove, your team was bronze, and Vassy, you barely missed out on the gold and got silver. It's more real if we're not all first place. Silver sucks. I don't want to be silver. I'm okay with that. Nah, silver's cool. I like silver. Hey, we can do better than silver. Silver is not bad. Nice. You stay silent. I don't know. She is kind of being a bitch. Just a little bit. I might stay silent in this situation. Being like, really? Really? You're the only winner? You stayed silent and looked at your hands. Next to you, Cove leaned toward Lizzie with a frown. Sorry. Lots of people lose at the Olympics. Them's the breaks. Then you're the one who did, not me. Lizzie looked taken aback by Cove's declaration, as though the thought of her losing was completely absurd. No way! It would make sense. I'm already practicing my golf game. She took a golfing stance to make her point, pretending to swing her club and hit an invisible ball. So what kind of house do you want to live in? Cove hadn't changed his mind about winning, but thinking about where he'd live as an adult appealed to him. Apparently, because he looked back at Lizzie with some of the anger fading. I'm gonna live on the beach. Lizzie made a face at him, poking out her tongue. That's kind of boring. We already have that. No, not like the normal houses here with a street on it. Right on the sand, by the water. Oh my god, you're speaking my dream, Cove. I would love a little house on the beach. I know, like, saltwater bad and it, like, degrades things fast, but oh my god, wouldn't it be beautiful? Just, like, a house on the beach where you can just dive into the water. One of my mom's friends had, like, a rental place like that she rented from the military where, like, they were literally on the beach and, like, they had a balcony that was also a deck that they could just, like, jump into the water from there. Isn't that the dream? Isn't that amazing? I want it so bad. Or, like, a little house on a hill, like in Ponyo. Oh my god, Ponyo House, where, except, like, the scene where the water, like, comes up to where they are. I would love that. I would love that so much. I want it. I want it. It'll never happen, though, because that sounds like it would cost, like, a lot of money. Or I'd have to, like, build it myself, and I don't have skills. Oh, it sounds like my dad's back, so I'm gonna pause real quick. Sorry. BRB. Alrighty, I'm back. That was fast. He wants to go to sleep anyway, so I just let him know. Cat fed, cat happy, and now we're back. Alright, just like that, all the tension was back. You hadn't even had a chance to choose where you want to live? That's not very fun or smart, Cove. You can't live on a beach of sand and shells. We are so back. Yes, yes, we are so back. Yes, I'll have a story time later with, like, the crazy shit my dad was doing on the Big Island, but for now we'll play game. We'll play game. I'll do story time when we're, like, in between games later. But I want to, and I will. Cove narrowed his eyes at Lizzie, even though she stood half a head taller than him. You didn't give out a list of things to pick from this time, so I'm picking that. Why are we even playing pretend if we can't imagine anything? Jeez. Well, I'm gonna live in a mansion far away from here and far away from you. One with an indoor pool and a place to practice my award-winning golf.
It's not fair.
How come you were yelling about mine when your idea is even more impossible? Lizzie's face flushed red, her hands balling into fists at her sides. It's not impossible. It's better than yours. Disagreements always seemed to crop up when the two of them were together, and you always felt like you were stuck in the middle. But when it came to the topic at hand, this time you thought you'd prefer a mansion. Oh, hell no. The beach is way cooler. The beach is way cooler. Who wouldn't want to live on the beach? It'd be really great. You could have windows made from driftwood and seashell wind chimes. Cove granted you a small nod, which is a rare amount of acknowledgement from him. You didn't think it was that big a deal. You can swim whenever you want if you live on the beach. We can still swim anytime we want from where we live now. Being a little closer doesn't mean anything, says you. The two of them scowled at each other. You're being so unreasonable. You... She's getting so flustered. Nobody ever goes up against this girl, do they? I mean, I guess she's the oldest kid in town. I don't get what you want. This game doesn't even make sense. It does! You have to be realistic, I said that. But you're not. You had no idea what to do to make them stop at this point. It seems like the two of them would just keep working each other up as long as they could. Nothing you'd say so far had kept them from being mad. Thankfully, like a greeting card angel, Mom walked into the room. Our mother! Lizzie rushed to her, hanging onto the hem of her shirt and poking out her tongue at Cove. Lizzie! Vassie! It's time to get ready to go. Oh, am I going to golf too? I don't really want to learn golf, though. Sorry you have to leave, Cove. Their mommy said she'll walk you home so you won't be left in the cold. Cove was still glaring at Lizzie, his face flushed red with anger. I can go by myself, but... Without giving Mom a chance to stop him, Cove stood up and stalked out of the room, shoulders drawn tight. Okay. Worried, Mom turned to look at you and Lizzie. You two were playing nice with our new friend, weren't you? Oh, I tell the truth. We're a truthful household. No, Lizzie and Cove kept yelling at each other. They wouldn't stop fighting about everything. Your sister's jaw dropped, looking betrayed, as Mom puts her hands on her hips. Elizabeth! I told you to be kind to him. He's having a hard time right now. Lizzie's mouth closed back up, replaced by a tiny frown. I know, I tried, but he was...
That's enough.
No buts. We both know you can show someone a great time when you put your mind to it. We're going to apologize to Cove and his dad over the phone when he gets home from work tonight. Lizzie hung her head, dragging a foot across the ground in front of her. Okay, Mom. Good girl. You caught pieces of Lizzie sulking to herself about how it was his fault too, but it was over. Alright, we better get a move on. Let's go, kids! Nolani, where did you leave the car keys? Ooh, that must be our other mom's name. Noelani. Mom hustled you all out the door, and you noticed during the car ride to golf practice that Lizzie was quieter than usual. She was usually the first one to request which music to listen to in the car, but she didn't say a thing. Your parents noticed she wasn't in the mood to be bothered. They gave her space, and Mommy just asked you what you'd like to listen to. Ooh, you pick your favorite song. It always made the car ride more fun. You chose a soundtrack to a cool movie you saw a couple months ago. You chose a song you knew Lizzie liked. Maybe that would cheer her up. Hell no! If this is the only time we get to choose the music, we're gonna choose something good. Yeah, soundtrack. That's what I would do. We'd play some Ghibli music up in here. Eventually, Lizzie came around and started singing along with you. She acted like she was a grown-up most of the time, but you knew she liked the movie too. See, we got the best of both worlds. We cheered her up and we got to choose our music. We're so smart. When the car ride was over, you spent the twilight hour watching Lizzie hit things with other girls her age. Ooh, this is a pretty nice golf course. Definitely nicer than the one I grew up on. I don't think I ever mentioned it, but like my childhood home was like on a golf course. Like it was like my backyard, fence to my backyard, golf course property. It was pretty cool, So we trespassed quite a bit because, you know, we could. They didn't care, particularly. I mean, occasionally, but like, we never got in trouble. Whenever we'd go down there, we'd just say we were looking for our dog, which was true half of the time. And like most of the golf course knew that our dog liked to run away and like take himself for a walk on the golf course. You mean, why wouldn't you? It sounds way too cool. It was really cool. We could just like take our bikes and our scooters up and down like the big hills. It was great. Trespassing is fun, kids. Always trespass on golf courses. They don't care. You didn't know much about golf, but you could tell that she really liked it. So you sat with your moms and tried to puzzle it out. It was nice sitting outside after being cooped up in the house all day, and you stretched out your legs to let the last few minutes of the sun warm your skin. When the sun was finally out of sight, dipping behind the horizon, you all got ready to leave. Instead of going straight home, your moms took the family out to dinner. You went to a restaurant you had all been going to ever since you could remember. The whole afternoon had been a bunch of shouting. You hadn't been able to stop, but you could tell that all of this helped Lizzie be less angry. The car ride home was quiet, with only the radio providing escape from silence. Lizzie had been in better spirits now, but the closer you got to your neighborhood, the more she wiggled in her seat and frowned out the window. She knew what was coming when you all got back home. Clearly, she was dreading it. Soon enough, Mom was turning onto your street, then reversing into the driveway. Once she cut the ignition, it was dead silent. The silence was deafening. No one spoke. Only unbuckled their seatbelts and opened their doors. Lizzie was the last one out. Once everyone was inside and done taking off their shoes... Oh, that's accurate. Very accurate. We also take our shoes off here. Hawaii, you always take your shoes off. Always take them off. Always. If somebody wants you to keep them on, they'll tell you. Always assume they want your shoes off, because 9 out of 10 times, it's a shoes off household. It's a culture thing. Even if you have a centipede in your bed or on the floor, you don't have shoes on. Alright, once everyone was inside, she propped her hands on her hips. Now then, Mr. Holden's car is in his driveway, so he should be back from work. That's good news, isn't it, Elizabeth? You and Cove can hash things out before the day's done. Lizzie didn't complain or put up a fight. Her head ducked so she didn't have to meet anyone's eyes. She nodded once. Good. Let's move this to the kitchen. Mom went over to the house phone, the rest of you following behind her. Mommy put a gentle hand on Lizzie's shoulder as she walked side by side. Sound Asian enough? I mean, there's a lot of Asian influence in Hawaii, for sure. I mean... Ooh, let's see if I can remember the numbers. I might be, like, off a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it was, like, 300,000 immigrants from China and, like, something like 60,000 or, like, 80,000 in that range from Japan. And there was a lot from, like, the Pacific Islands and Indonesia and Micronesia. And some random ones from Portugal, and I don't know why that happened specifically, but like the plantation period, a lot of Asian culture got intermingled with local culture, and it's great. We have some good food because of it. Lots of local kind food is amazing. Speaking of local kind food, I saw some like manapua in the fridge earlier, and I'm like, I wonder if that's still good, because I haven't had manapua in like years. It's like the, what are they called in other language? Is it like a bao bun? It's kind of like a bao bun, but like local twist to it. It's much bigger. It's bigger and like it has like local kind pork in it. Usually the brain is not braining for like what to call it, but it's local kind. That's all I gotta say. Local kind, local kind. And that's the only thing that I need to say. Yeah, Chinese does make great food. Yeah, there's like a lot of mixed foods here in Hawaii. It's really good. Man, now I want to go out and eat, even though I just ate dinner. Just like, oh, you know what I could go for right now? Some Kahlua pork, just because I want some. Okay, let's get this apology over with. Mom went over to the house phone, the rest of you following behind her. Mommy put a gentle hand on Lizzie's shoulder as they walked side by side. You watched them from the back. This was only happening because you told on Lizzie. We're truthful. We're a truthful household. Better the sibling gets scolded than us, right? Right. That's the logic of somebody who has multiple siblings. Better the sibling gets scolded than us. You didn't regret it. You felt a little guilty, like you had betrayed your sister. You hadn't liked doing it, but had to. But it was her fault for doing it in the first place. Yeah, I didn't like doing it, but you have to. She would have done the same to us. Being a tattletale didn't feel good, and you wouldn't want someone else to tell your moms everything you did. Still, your mom had asked directly, and you wanted to be a liar even less. See, that's my logic too. If someone asks me directly, I'll tell them. Even if they're not gonna like the answer. The four of you stood around the kitchen in a lopsided square. All eyes were on Lizzie, who kept her gaze on her feet. I love our second mom. She is the grown-up personification of one of my book characters. That is exactly how she looked. That is it. It's beautiful. I wish I could just steal this image and stick it in my book. And be like, this is her. This is Handi. This is her. That's what she looked like. Even the eyes are right. Like, even the eyes. Okay, back to the apology. It's just too perfect. Okay. You remember the number of Cove's house, don't you, honey? Lizzie jerked her head in another nod, sullen. Without further prompting, she stepped forward and she began to dial. Doop, doop, doop. Mom reached over and pressed the button on the base. Suddenly, you could hear the phone ringing. She turned on the speaker. Oh, this is brutal. Maybe you would do it on speakerphone. The phone rang a couple of times, then stopped. Mr. Holden's warm voice came through the other end. Evening, Holden residence. Lizzie looked over at Mommy, unsure. She nodded encouragingly. Hi, Mr. Holden. It's, Lizzie. Can I talk to Cove?
Absolutely.
Lizzie Sappho? Oh, what a surprise! But of course, you can say hey to the little boy. Oh, he's so oblivious. Does he not know anything about his son's life? I can't never play visual novels. Closest you've ever get to a visual novel is probably Telltale games. Yeah, that's reasonable. I guess they're kind of an acquired taste a little bit, but I love them. They're so adorable. And then there's like the horror ones, which are like great in a different way. Like, we played Cooking Companions, which was all about cannibalism. That was fun. That was so much fun. Lizzie Sappho, what a surprise. But of course you could say hi to the boy. Oh, yes. Oblivious father. He sounded cheery as usual, though definitely meant it when he said it was a surprise. You thought hard, and you were sure that your sister had never called Cove's house before. Mom spoke up before Mr. Holden or Lizzie could say anything more. Her arms were crossed over her chest, her lips pursed. Hi, Cliff. Noah, Lonnie, Vassie, and I are here too. Good evening. We're sorry to bother you so late. You spoke up to say hello. You said nothing to Cove's dad. Nah, we say hey. Hey! Heya, Mr. Holden. How's it going? The gang's all here, huh? Is something the matter? His voice grew a bit concerned. He's really an oblivious father. Mommy was quick to reassure him. No, well, yes, it's going to be okay. Lizzie and Cove got into a little bit of a fight today. We were hoping that the two of them could talk and make up. Is this a good time for you and Cove?
What?
Fight? Cove didn't tell me anything about that when he came home. It does explain the funk he's been in tonight. He chuckled lightly. Despite that, it didn't seem like he really thought it was funny. Anyway, it's good you didn't catch us at a bad time. I'll go grab him for you. He looks so awkward. There was some shuffling on the other end. He must not have gone far because you could still hear him calling out. Cove, there's someone on the phone for you. After a beat of silence, there was a muffled talking from Cove's dad. He's so oblivious. Come on, bud. Lizzie called just so she could talk to you. It took a bit of back and forth, though the conversation seemed one-sided, since you couldn't hear Cove properly. Eventually, Cove took the phone from his dad. Hi. You opened your mouth, only for Mommy to catch your eye and shake her head softly. You frowned, but didn't say anything. Hey, it's Lizzie. Yeah, I know. Dad told me. Cove's tone was defensive. Lizzie turned to Mom, scowling. One stern look from her, though, and Lizzie turned away.
Sorry.
Just called to say, I'm sorry for not playing nice with you today. I won't do it again. Lizzie's eyes were downcast, her voice low. You could tell she felt uncomfortable apologizing to Cove in front of everyone. It is a brutal punishment, admittedly. Like, it is pretty brutal. Though she probably won't do it again, hopefully. She was still being genuine about feeling bad. Cove must have realized that, too, because he sighed quietly. I want gold. Lizzie was momentarily stunned, silent by the demand. You couldn't understand why that mattered so much to him. All right, you win the gold. Okay, I guess I'm sorry too. A sense of relief washed over everyone at his acceptance of the apology. This is such pure childhood moments. Oh, such simple problems these kids have. Mom uncrossed her arms, while Mommy's shoulders relaxed. Lizzie's eyebrows raised up. You wondered if she thought that he'd refuse her apology. Dad, can I get off the phone now? You couldn't see him, but it was obvious that Cove felt awkward about the situation. He had come off uncomfortable the entire time, really. Yeah, you could go back to your room, bud. You could go. We got this from here. Hi, Mika. Are you trying to talk to chat? She was sniffing the mic. Be sure to say goodbye first, though. Mwah! Good job, Mika. You want cuddle time? But we had so much cuddle time today. Bye, Lizzie. Bye. With that said, Cove must have handed the phone to his dad and left, since Mr. Holden spoke up.
That's a relief.
All's well that ends well, as they say. Thanks for arranging this. I'm sure he appreciates it. That was loud? Me? Or the audio? Or Mika? Mika, were you being loud? I don't know if she actually bumped into the mic or not, but I picked her up. Cute baby. Cute baby. Alright. The cat. Yes. Yes, she does be destructive sometimes. After we're done with this one, maybe I should give her her meds, her allergy meds, because that's probably what she wants. She's kind of funny that way. She likes her meds because they come in treat form. She's just like standing in my lap like a weirdo. You were trying to talk to chat, honey. They say hi. Chat says hi. No, don't go back towards the mic, honey. Don't go back towards the mic. No, no, no. Love cat, but have allergy to the animal. Yeah. A lot of my friends do too, but that never stopped them from crashing on my couch when I lived alone. Crazy, crazy people. Kat wants to be a VTuber too. She'd be such a good one too, wouldn't she? Wouldn't you, Mika? Alright, where were we? As Mom replied, Lizzie tugged at Mommy's hand to catch her attention. Can I go now too?
Good job.
Sure, sweetie. Thank you very much for apologizing to Cove. Mom flashed a brief smile at Lizzie and nodded her head in agreement. Given permission to leave, Lizzie scurried off toward the stairs. She seemed to be feeling much better with the incident behind her. Mom and Mommy returned to the phone, taking it off the speaker. They continued talking to Mr. Holden. You couldn't tell what about. You were glad that was the end of it all. Lizzie and Cove might not get along and probably still won't, but they weren't mad at each other anymore. Mom and Mommy weren't upset either. Everything was finally back to normal. With that thought, you retreated to your own room with a spring in your step. We did good. Alright, Mika, I'll give you your drugs now. I'm getting it! Oh, I only have 4 left. I think that might actually be just barely enough, because I'm gonna get more on Thursday is my vet appointment. I thought it was Friday for some reason, but it's definitely Thursday. So we got just enough. We got 4 more, honey. 4 more of your allergy meds. There you go. Munch, munch, munch. Of course, she doesn't care about the pills, just the treat part, and I got hundreds of the treat part. Alrighty, next up, a long day. It was another scorching summer day, the kind where no sooner had you finished 1 cup of water, you were already filling it up again. Everyone else had something on, so that the afternoon... Hi, Vana. Vana's trying to destroy this chair, but it's kind of a bad one anyway. Everyone else had something on, so that afternoon it was just you and Shiloh. This didn't happen much, especially since Cove had arrived. Without Lizzie around, Shiloh looked to you for all the answers. It made you feel pleased, frustrated, nothing really. Probably frustrated. I mean, it's a little annoying. I didn't hang out with a bunch of like little kids when I was their age, and Shiloh was definitely the youngest in town. He was always wanting to hear what you thought instead of giving his own opinion, and expected you to come with the plans. It was hard, especially for such a hot day. Sorry, I just realized there's a microwave in this room. Behind the television for some reason. Hi, Donna. Are you visiting now too? I'ma kidnap you. You're gonna sit in my lap. That's a good girl. You drained yet another drink and frowned at the empty vessel. Your thirst was gone, but you still craved something icy cold and refreshing. Something sweet, something like shave ice, shave ice, shave ice. Popsicle, ice cream cone, an ice cream sandwich. None of these are shave ice. They're all wrong. I guess an ice cream cone. Nothing beat a classic, creamy scoop of ice cream on a day like this. There was nothing like that to be found at home. You knew that without needing to look. Your moms didn't keep sweets in the house. I wonder why. It's like they know I have a sweet tooth. Mika's trying to get out. They're not allowed out of my room without supervision. I don't trust them. I don't trust you ladies. Outside, there were plenty of places where such goodies could be obtained. But there were shops and demanded payment in exchange for their products. Oh, wait, but we got the money. What did we get? Did we get like a $10 bill or a $20 bill? Or was it a $50 bill for Mr. Holden? We got money from him. You sighed. You voiced your predicament out loud. You asked Shiloh for help. Personally, I'd just say it all out loud. I want an ice cream cone. Shiloh, who had been draped over the sofa, perked up. Yeah. That sounds good. We don't have anything like that in the house. I don't have any money. Ooh, let me check if I have any. Shiloh rummaged in his backpack and proudly produced an assortment of coins, plus one straight button. That's adorable. That's adorable. You set the button aside and counted the coins in neat piles. Just over $1, you announced this to Shiloh. Oh, honey. No. Don't do that. Don't knock over the mic. Okay. Apparently Mika says we must save, though, so we will listen to Mika. She's teaching us how to play the game. Just over $1, you announced to Shiloh. He had almost certainly come to the same conclusion, but he'd been watching you expectantly. Hi, Mika. You're getting really impatient and getting really close to disconnecting my audio, mouse, and keyboard and everything in my life. Can you not do that? Can you not? Come here. Come here, sit in lap. Get cuddles. It's a start. Shiloh beamed at you. We need to find some more. Okay. The two of you lifted couch cushions, stuck tiny hands down deep crevices in the sofa and under furniture, and scored the back of drawers. Most of what you found was useless or gross, bent paper clips, fluffy wisps of dust, or sandy crumbs. But every so often, one of you would strike silver or bronze and add it to the growing pile of coins. Your mind wandered to the $20 bill tucked away in your room. It was enough for you and Shiloh to get whatever you wanted and more. But you didn't take it out. That was too special to hand over so freely. No, girl, use it! We gotta use it! What's the use of having money if you don't use it? Besides, Shiloh would be curious about where it came from and might even mention your wealth to Lizzie. The exchange had been a secret. Dusty and disheveled from checking every room and squinting in every tiny nook, the two of you finished pooling your funds. Shiloh held his breath as you counted the coins once again. Could it be enough? $2.53 and 2 buttons. You didn't know when the second button had decided to join the party, but you were too pleased with your success to haul the success. With your successful haul to throw it out. Is that enough? He figured he knew the answer without looking to you for confirmation, but the thrill of your success, the reward that would follow, canceled out any other feelings you might have had about that. Yeah! You can now afford something at the shops, just one thing, but that was infinitely better than none. Shiloh clapped his hands. Yay! The two of you dashed outside. The promise of sugar buoyed you onto your own destination, were breathless but happy. You stared at the overwhelming number of options. You knew what you wanted, but it wasn't just you who had contributed the funds to get the treat. He seemed to notice your pause. Aren't you getting an ice cream cone? Shiloh asked as though he was entirely separate from the decision, rather than someone with a stake in the outcome. Do you mind? Shiloh cocked his head to the side. It was your idea. You should choose. You went ahead and got what you wanted originally. Are you really sure it's okay? You tried to get something you both wanted anyway. It wasn't fair for you to be the one who decided when he'd be a main factor in making this happen. Some of the money came directly from his backpack. What do you like? All of them, they're so good. You press further. But what do you really like? Popsicles or ice creams? Which is your favorite? It's so hard to pick. I don't know. Frustrated, you cut the heart of the matter. You want me to choose? Yeah. And that was that. You got the dessert you wanted originally and hoped Shiloh would actually like it too. Finally, the reward for all your hard work was in your hands. You laughed at the soft ice cream. The sweetness perked you up. You held it out to Shiloh so he could take a turn. He shook his head. You can finish it? What is this pure soul doing? No, you must eat, child. If you come to my household, you must eat. Eat the ice cream. He didn't want any. After everything he did to get it, that was weird. But you accept the no. You must eat, child. Even if Shiloh said it was okay, every story you'd ever seen on TV or read in a book said that sharing was caring. You stood your ground, even as the treat started to trickle dangerously towards your fingers. It's only fair that you have some. We both thought it. But you want it more than I do, and getting to play was a lot of fun already. So you can have it. That's more fair. You held it out to him. I want you to have some even more than I want to finish it, so eat your part. Relenting, Shiloh took the treat and gave it a taste. His eyes lit up. It's really good, thank you. You smiled, pleased with your good deed. You picked the best one. Did he mean that? Shiloh was always nice no matter what happened, even if he hated it. He knew he wouldn't say so. Yeah, what's wrong with this kid? He's too nice. Especially for a child. He hasn't even thrown a tantrum yet. And he's the youngest. Maybe he thought it was gross, and that's the real reason why he didn't want to take some. You had no idea. You studied him as he ate a little more. He had every appearance of enjoying himself. Still weird. The two of you began to head back home as he ate. You walked side by side on the shore in silence, but your thoughts kept drifting to the boy beside you. Why didn't he speak up for himself? It was almost as if Shiloh didn't know how to say what he felt. I was too afraid. Yeah, there's gotta be something wrong. You figured that was his problem and didn't care. I'm not that indifferent. Are you scared of me? You thought that was kind of sad. Are we friends? Are we friends? Shiloh opened his eyes wide, seeming caught off guard by the blunt question. Yeah, I think so. He says that, but friends should be able to talk to each other without being scared. So if Shiloh wouldn't do that, were you even really friends at all? He rubbed his hands together nervously over your non-reaction. I'm sorry. No. Just tell me how you feel, buddy boy. Just tell me how you feel. You weren't sure how sorry he could be without knowing what he was even apologizing for, but you shook your head. You shook your head. You shooketh the head. You didn't do anything. It was true. Shiloh hadn't done something mean. He'd gone out of his way to make you happy. That didn't seem like it should be a bad thing, yet it bothered you. I just don't know if you like me. It's like it doesn't matter what I do. You're gonna act the same. I could be anybody and you wouldn't care. No, I like you. I really like you, Vassie. I want to be friends. Okay. You smiled hesitantly at him, and his fidgeting ceased. Even though you weren't sure if you believed him, this was only making things worse. You decided that maybe there were all types of friends. If Shiloh wasn't able to do things differently, this would have to be all right. I need to drink water. Gotta hydrate. I actually remembered to fill up my water bottle this time too. Shiloh made you unsure about setting a label on the experience of spending the afternoon with just him. There had been good times, there had been confusing ones. You were positive of one thing at least. The treat was delicious, and that was nice. Yes, it was. The sun was low on the horizon as you returned to your neighborhood. There you spotted two very familiar figures up ahead, Lizzie and Cove. You opened your mouth to make your presence known to them, just as you saw tears on Cove's face. What? Lizzie! What the hell? You walk straight over, Shiloh at your heels. Once there, you defended Cove. Take a moment to make a joke. Accuse Lizzie of causing trouble. Carefully ask about what happened. What the hell happened, you guys? Without a time machine, there was only one way you were going to find out what was, and that was asking the witnesses. Yes, Lizzie might have done something, but she could have been in the wrong place at the wrong time, or even come to Cove's aid. You wanted to hear the story. Cove, what happened? See, I got yelled at. He took a deep breath, steadying his breath. Some grandparents got mad at me. Oh, sorry. Lizzie jerked her head in the direction of a nearby house. Your heart sunk. You knew exactly what happened. Every year, the same mean old couple rented out that condo for the summer. You, Lizzie, and Shiloh knew to stay away from them, but Cove couldn't have. They're like that with everyone. Even your mom struggled to find anything nice to say about them. But the elderly pair particularly took offense to kids, not the children. Yeah, Lizzie said. Lizzie drew herself up at that. She looked pointedly in your direction. Uh-huh, I was helping. That's cool. Is there anything I can do? No, I'm just gonna stay away. No. We must get revenge on the evil old couple who hates children. Revenge! Or you could teach them a lesson. There was a devilish glint in her eyes. I'm on your side this time, Lizzie. Let's do this. What? You should ding-dong ditch them. Go ring the doorbell and run. It'll be great because they're so slow they'll never catch you. That's dumb. I don't want to go near them ever again.
You're just saying that because you're a chicken.
Oh my gosh, I love that they voice acted that line. Clove glared but didn't take the bait. Lizzie turned to you. You're not a chicken, are you? Yeah, cluck cluck. You'd rather just avoid them. You thought they deserve worse. I'll do it. I'm game. Really? You took a deep breath and nodded. Lizzie squealed with delight. We'll go hide. Run as soon as you hit the bell. Good luck. Lizzie and Shiloh ran across the road to take shelter in the bushes. Even once they settled down, you could make out the two child-sized shapes staring from between the leaves. You knew where to look for them, though, so you told yourself that the grouchy old people wouldn't spot it. Cove sighed, his glaze flickering to the house, then back to you. Don't get caught. As if they could keep up. He went to join Lizzie and Shiloh in their hideaway. The weight of 3 pairs of eyes on your back was heavier than anything you'd carried before as you approached the door. You hesitated as you reached for the doorbell, then... You rung it. We do it. You slapped the buzzer and ran. The blood thumped against your eardrums with every step. Would you make it in time? Approaching the hiding spot, you knew that there wasn't time to go around the bushes as the others had done. You took a shortcut, leaping over them. Or to be more accurate, crashing into the tops of the bushes, then falling over the other side. Judging from the squeak, it was Shiloh who cushioned your fall. Oh, this is so cute. Shh. Lizzie put a finger to her lips and nodded at the house. You disentangled your limbs from Shiloh's and spun around to see the old man framed in the doorway, peering back and forth suspiciously. You covered your mouth with your hands, but it wasn't enough to stifle your giggles. Maybe he spotted one of you, or maybe it was the leaves you displaced while jumping, but he locked eyes with the bush and stormed over in your direction. Shiloh gasped and looked to Lizzie. Run! Your sister did not hesitate to take her own advice. Oh, she left us in the dust. Neither did you and Shiloh, but Cove was just the one... With just the one fully operational arm, took a little longer to get to his feet, but still caught up to Shiloh with ease. The old man hollers propelled you all from the street to the sanctuary of the hill. Only once you were safe did you notice the stitch in your chest and the ache in your legs. Wait, did we cut ourselves? Or the stitch in your chest? Or is that just spelled wrong? You flopped down, the blades of glass tickling your face. Lizzie, who had taken the lead in the end, was already lazing on the ground. The four of you took a moment to catch your breath and enjoy the feeling of cool grass against your skin. Hey, Cove. Cove lifted his head. I told you they were mean grandparents around here. Cove rolled his eyes, then decided this wasn't dismissive enough and rolled his whole body away from your sister. Lizzie chose to ignore his response and started chatting to Shiloh, who eagerly joined the conversation. In the back of your mind, you knew you'd be second fiddle again to Shiloh once Lizzie came around. It always went like that. And it was fine, you thought. You still felt a little sad after how much you spent together today. And it was always annoying. Nah, it's alright. I don't need to be the idol of the little boy in town. Shiloh could prefer Lizzie as much as he wanted. You closed your eyes, laid on your side, and relaxed. Some time passed with you like that. Felt good to take a real break. Is this another CG? Because it's beautiful. You moved onto your back, and with a small smile, looked at the darkening sky. The blanket of clouds reminded you of the thick throw you curled under on cold, rainy days. You wondered if the clouds would be as soft. They lazily floated by, splitting from each other, merging and morphing into new shapes. You saw a dolphin, a car, an alpaca, a smiley face. You saw cloud shapes. Nah. Dolphin. You saw a dolphin leaping through the sky. You nudged Cove and pointed to it. Look, a dolphin! Cove joined you in gazing skywards. Yeah, I see it. Really? No, but I like dolphins. Hey! He chuckled at your reaction. What a sweet little interaction. All the sun's light faded from the sky, and the moon rose higher. Lizzie got her feet, dusting strands of grass from her bare legs, and surveyed her surroundings. The ocean, visible from the crest of the hill, beckoned with every sweep of the tide. Let's go to the beach! Oh, no, children. Children, going to the beach at night is a stupid idea. Don't do it. It's dangerous. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, we're doing it! There was no argument from the other two. Shiloh was still Shiloh, and Cove would never say no to going to the shore. He was a child of the sea. You wanted to go too. We're too tired to argue. We're happy to do what the others wanted. I mean, it's a bad idea, but we'll follow the herd. We'll follow the herd. That was a very cool CG. I know, it was so cool. I loved the kind of like setting sun vibe. Chilling in the grass. I want to go lie down in some grass. Go touch some grass. My dad's backyard only has fake grass, which I'm like, that's not right. That doesn't work. I can't even say I touched grass today because it was fake. The beach wouldn't necessarily have been where you chose to go next, but if that was what the others wanted, then you weren't going to spoil the fun. You stepped onto the sand for the second time that day, but it felt different at night. The beach was nearly quiet at this hour. Abandoned sandcastles and footsteps in the sand, too big to belong to any of you, were the only indication of how busy it had been only hours earlier. The four of you kicked shoes off and removed socks and walked along the water's edge, the waves tickling your feet. I wonder what would happen if you tried to take a bath in the ocean with shampoo and everything. That would be bad for the fish. I didn't say anyone would do it. Jeez. You didn't have to be serious about everything. You're the one who asked what would happen. That is what would happen. It'd hurt the fish. I like bubble baths at home. They're a lot of fun. Me too. Bubble baths are luxurious. You never heard Lizzie use that word before. Mommy loves to have bubbles in her bath. She'll turn the lights off and have candles. I'm gonna do that next time. Hey, when's your mom coming to pick you up anyway? Not for a while, she's busy. What about your dad? How come you never talk about him? Nobody does. Don't you know you're not supposed to ask something like that? Why would somebody want to talk about something they never talk about? You kept your eyes on the ground, watching your toes get swallowed by the waves. Even if Shiloh never seemed upset when the topic came up, it made you feel awkward just for having both of your moms. It's okay, I'm like Lizzie and Vassie. I don't have a dad. But I don't have two moms. I just have one. She's really great. Oh, sorry. I only have one now too. My mom isn't here. She's back home. It's just my dad with me. Aw, I never had a dad or anything, so I don't feel bad. It's really sad that your mom is gone. Cove nodded. You joked about Shiloh's mom getting together with Cove's dad. Oh my god, that would be something. Even if they're all different, our parents are good in their own ways. You don't say anything. I kinda want to do the joke. You didn't have anything comforting to say to that, so you tried to lighten the mood and said, hey, since you both have only one parent, Cove's dad could marry Shiloh's mom. Then you two would be brothers. Cove stopped abruptly, his face set hard. My dad isn't gonna do that. Shiloh tugged at the rim of his hat. Neither is my mom. She doesn't want to marry anybody. Oh, okay. I told you people this wasn't a good thing to talk about. Maybe I should try the other option. Should we go back and do this one instead? That was definitely the wrong choice. Whatever. We gotta stick with our choices, right? Go forward. It seemed your plan backfired and the mood soured even more. You didn't know what to do. The silence broke with a splash as Lizzie kicked in your direction. Cold water and sudden sand splattered against your legs. Lizzie giggled, foot still outstretched from the kick. Cove joined in, striking the incoming waves to make a splash of his own. Shiloh scurried out of Cove's spraying zone with a grin. You retaliate. You use your foot to smack the water, pulling around you, sending an arc of sea foam flying back at your sister. You laughed as she sputtered, some of the salty seawater having landed in her mouth. She spat it out. Yuck! Lizzie chased you, intent on revenge. Come at me, girl. You dash up and down the coast, taking it in. Turns to be the predator and the prey, as well as joining forces to take down Shiloh or Cove. Alliances were silently forged and wordlessly broken. Everything was fair game in war. Ah! Shiloh's brief exclamation was drowned out by the biggest spray yet, caused by him falling face first on the ground. That would have been bad enough without the wave that followed, cascading over his prone body. Shiloh sat up, shaking his head like a dog coming in from the rain. As you all hurried over to check on him, his hair was plastered to his head, and his soaked clothes clung. If there was any part of him that was still dry, you could not see it. That was crazy, are you okay? Yeah, my foot got stuck and I fell over.
You Dumbo.
Way to go, Shiloh, you Dumbo! You offered him some help. Shiloh didn't take your outstretched hand. After a moment, you dropped it. I'm not, buddy. I'm trying to help. Lizzie was too busy snickering to notice and held her hand out to Shiloh, too. He reached over and What the frick, man? You don't like me? I thought we were friends. Man. Slowly, he started to pull himself from the ground. Then he slipped on the slick sand, dragging him and Lizzie down just in time for another wave to hit. The water rolled over them. Sorry! What were the odds of that happening twice in a row? You thought they must be low. But there's no way Shiloh would do something like that on purpose, then pretend it was an accident, especially not to Lizzie. Even if your relationship with Shiloh felt unclear, he did at least like her a lot. Lizzie was his favorite, right? Smiling boldly, Lizzie extracted herself from the ground and whipped a streak of sand from her cheek. Wiped a streak of sand. She didn't intend to let this embarrass her. Shiloh got up again as well, this time without incident. He still looked like a drowned puppy, but that didn't stop Cove laughing at the two of them. With that, it was time to call it a day. The four of you made the journey back home, leaving a trail of wet footsteps and sand in your wake. Damp clothes may have weighed down some of the group, but your spirits were high. Your arms swung side to side as a cool breeze flowed past. Your moms were outside chatting to Cove's dad. We're back! Your mom's faces fell as they took in the state you were all in, ranging from messy to soaked. Elizabeth, is that all that you have to say for yourself? You brought half the beach back with you. They certainly did. What's Marigold going to do when she comes to get Shiloh? Is that how you want him to be for the long drive home, cold and filthy? Lizzie's expression turned sulky over the scolding. Being the oldest could be fun, but it also meant she was first to get in trouble when something went wrong. It's the curse of being the oldest. Not something I ever had to worry about. I'm a middle kid. Mr. Holden, on the other hand, chuckled as he ruffled Cove's matted hair. You've been out making memories, bucko. I'm glad you had a good time with your friends. Cove used his slightly moist cast arm to push his dad off. Mr. Holden's eyes widened when he noticed. Even that had gotten wet. Now he was worried too. I think they could have found a less risky way to spend time and had just as much fun. That might be right. Kids? What can you do? Come on, Cove, let's get you cleaned up and dried off. We wouldn't want that cast to have to be reset. Cove winced at the thought. Okay. That-a boy. That-a boy, that-a boy. Mr. Holden casually bent down and plucked Cove up off the ground, ultimately holding Cove against his chest. Sand was already transferring from Cove onto him, but that didn't seem to bother Mr. Holden. Of course not. He's the guy so in love with the ocean, he named his kid after it. Cove protested being carried, but only got a reassuring pat on the back for his trouble.
Take care.
Good night, Cove. Thank you for the talk, Cliff. Night, Sappho family, and Shiloh too.
Fine.
Well, we better do what we can to fix you guys up too. Come on, everybody inside. I want you to march straight downstairs to the bathroom. Yes, Mom. Okay, Lizzie's mom. Don't worry about stopping to wipe your feet on the mat this time. That won't do much good tonight. Sitting on an old beach towel your mommy had found while you waited in the hall until you were less sandy, you weren't allowed to go to your room or walk around the house. But you did get to eat a sandwich for dinner there. It felt like an indoor picnic. That's a good way to look at it. It was a bit of a funny experience seeing him without the hat on for once. Lizzie, being much more soaked than you, got to go in the bath next. It wasn't a bubble bath as she had hoped. This was a no fun allowed clean-up session, at least that's what she claimed. Not much longer, it would be your turn. When the bath was done, you'd have the right to go to bed. After a day like this, though, you were glad there weren't going to be any further events. Drifting off to sleep sounded like a great idea. Alright. 2 more to go. Sandcastles. Ooh, I hope we get a CG of a pretty sandcastle. Cove wasn't able to do many things that summer. When you, him, and Shiloh sat out on the shoreline one bright morning, you could tell he wanted to be in the water. Oh, I accidentally skipped one. But there's no way he'd be swimming anytime soon, not with that cast. The waves washed a single shell to the shore, glittering in blue, another reminder of the places he couldn't go. Wow, that was a tongue twister. The waves washed a single shell to shore. The waves washed a single shell to shore. That's like, Sally sells, she sells. I can't do it. I can't do tongue twisters. Sally sells, she Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. There we go. I did it like twice in a row. You're supposed to do it 3 times, right? Oh, tongue twisters are hard. Okay, where were we? Yes. From what you'd heard about Cove's old life so far, in tiny pieces and fragments, you could tell that he'd been doing anything to be able to get that cast off. Even cut it off himself if he could. He thought about how his summer last year must have been totally different from this, with his old home and his mom and dad. Nice tongue twister. Thanks. I try. Yeah. I did it twice right, I think. I don't know, you guys would have to tell me if I messed it up. But now he was here, with you and Shiloh and Lizzie and everyone else, and he couldn't even go in the sea. This town wasn't bad. It had all your favorite things in it, but sitting there on the same beach you'd grown up on, you could understand that not everybody else felt the same way about Sunset Bird as you did. You watched him from the corner of your eye quietly, and he finally said out loud what you had been pondering. I wish I could go in. The water? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to be able to do it soon. Cove only sighed in response. Apparently soon wasn't soon enough. It's so pretty, the ocean. And huge. There could be anything out there, like mermaids. Yeah. I wish you didn't have a cast. I don't really care. Swimming might be fun if we could. I'm fine here on land. Mermaids aren't real. I wish you didn't have a cast. None of these seem like a good option. Mermaids aren't real, I guess. I wish you didn't have the cast, or swimming might be fun if we could, are the 2 I'd lean towards. I think this one is more not gonna break his heart. But it's not like there's anything we can do about it. Obviously not interested in hearing much of your input on the situation. Cove turned back to the water, but he looked away. Something about Shiloh's slow, careful movements caught his eye. Hey, are you building a sandcastle? Sort of. I was only playing around while you were talking and listening. Maybe I could too. I've only made big piles before. It's really nothing special. I'm sure you'll be good at it right away. Well, how do you do it then? Shiloh's cheeks light up. You could tell he was a little bit uncomfortable to have Cove's expectant stare at him. I'll play too. I love making sand stuff. Yeah, is my thing. Okay. He put his hands back to his seashells and sand and nodded. I don't do a lot. Here's how I like to get a house started. Shiloh, focusing more intently than you'd ever seen him, guided Cove through the process. You happily used your own method. It didn't take long for the 3 of you to each have humble structures prepared. That's all, kind of. You can do anything now, like make it bigger, add some seashells, carve a pretty pattern. I bet you'll have great ideas. I'm gonna make it bigger. Mine is gonna be a real castle. Cool, this is gonna be a house. Looking at the base of your sandcastle, you decide to make a house, a castle, a mansion. No. We're doing a sandcastle. Classic. You decide to build a fancy castle. The better part of the next hour was spent focusing on your own work. The boys were the same. Even Shiloh didn't sneak as many peeks at everyone else as he usually did. Ooh! You finished shaping before either of them did, glancing up from what you'd built. It seems you've got done so fast because they already searched around for extra decorations. Shiloh had grabbed most of the really interesting stuff, and Cove had a lot of shells, but there were still options. The first thing you reached for was a red bottle cap, blue seashell. Green pieces of sea glass. Hell yeah, I love sea glass. It was the best fit for your castle, you decided. It was see-through and sparkly, so you displayed it in a front and center, making it a headlining feature of your whole thing. Pleased with your result, you finally took a proper look around that wasn't focused on the sand itself. Both Cove and Shiloh seemed super immersed still. You knew you could probably sneak a peek at either one's work. No, I'll wait. I'll be patient. Just this once, you guys. Just this once, I can be patient. Instead, you watched some clouds go by. The silence was then broken. What's on the top of yours, Shiloh? You peeked closer and discovered something shiny sticking out of Shiloh's sand chimney. Oh, hi, Mika. Are we back? Are we back to disturb stream? Oh, it's a gum wrapper. It looks like smoke. It's good. That's smart. Come here, babe. Is it cuddle time? It feels like cuddle time, Mika. Precious child. Aw, Mika's being cuddly. Aw, you should be an architect. Yes, that's what we choose as his career. No, Mika. You're not allowed to leave my lap. You're not. I need your love. I need your love, Mika. Okay, bye. I don't get her love. You'd be good at it, Shiloh. Shiloh smiled without a word. And that was that for the current topic. Vassy, can I see what you did? Sure. He began surveying your work. The castle you'd built was pretty impressive, all things considered. It had archways, tall walls, and even a little moat circling it. You would probably feel safe living there. Maybe your moms were the queens. Shiloh quickly decided to jump in the new conversation. Hey, Vassy, what did you do? It's a castle. Shiloh didn't look so happy anymore. You both built castles? Yeah. Well, that's neat. How you guys match. It's too bad we didn't all do it. Next time we should. Wouldn't that be boring? If something is the only one of that thing, that makes it special. Yeah, for sandcastles and stuff. People too. My dad always says how everybody else is their own main real individual. Their own man, not their own main. Their own man, a real individual, yeah. I don't think I'm very special. Why not? Nobody else is you. Shiloh simply shook his head. I'm not different. A beat passed between the two. Cove then looked down at his own work again. Okay. He didn't seem to be bothered, leaving the disagreement hanging there. Cove had other things on his mind. Ooh, I need another drink. I think I'll have just enough voice power to finish the last one. And then we'll switch to something that's less demanding on my voice. Yes, wada. My dad tried to get me to make sandcastles the first time we came to this beach. I didn't want to. Cole trailed off. Again, there was another moment of silence. Shiloh shifted and opened his mouth to say something, but Cove spoke up before he could. You didn't think he noticed that Shiloh was going to talk. Hey, do you know what happened when your moms met my dad, Vassy? You cocked your head, thinking about it briefly. I wasn't there. They didn't tell me. I just remember when it happened when I met your dad. Mr. Holden had been a weird stranger then, but he was still kind of strange. No other parent acted like him, but you knew him better at this point. Now that you thought about it, it made a lot of sense that Cove's dad talked to him about people being unique. You were pulled from your thoughts when Cove continued. Oh, well, I was there. I don't think my mom has met your dad. Hi, Mika. knock over my water bottle if I leave it there. I already know that. Okay, if the computer shuts off right now, it's because my cat is climbing on it, and the power button is still really delicate, you guys. Mika! Come here. I'm gonna kidnap you. Here we go. There you go. No turning off the computer, okay? Okay? Okay. Good girl. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she hasn't. Vassie's parents and my dad met the same day I met her. I'm gonna say what happened. Ooh, tell me. Shiloh frowned to himself, ducking his head. His hat cast a shadow over his face. You could still tell he was upset at not being included in Cove's choice of topic. That was kind of boring for him, though giving people their own turn to say things they want is important too. I really want to hear Cove's story. I'm sorry, Shiloh, but Cove is my boy. Shiloh could talk about stuff after Cove had a chance to share what he planned on. When we moved here, we didn't bring a lot of things with us, only some stuff that would fit in my dad's car. We didn't even have a moving truck. I sat there while Dad brought it all inside. I didn't want to get out because I knew Dad would make me look around the new house. I really didn't want to do that. His lips twisted into a frown as he recalled that. Then I saw your moms. They were in a car too, and stopped at your house. I guess they were coming back from somewhere or something. My dad noticed. He waved his hands and then went over to the front of your house. Hi, Mika. Hi. Hi, little love. Where he started talking to them. He started talking to them, Mika. Okay, you're free to go now. I got my kisses in. I don't know what they said. I couldn't hear it. But he couldn't see me anymore since he was looking the other way. So I opened the car door and left. I wanted to get away and went behind the houses. I found those hills there, the ones where we met for the first time. Cove nodded, then stared at you. You stared back. He didn't go on to say anything more. What? That's all you wanted to say? Cove's brow wrinkled like he didn't understand why you were surprised. That's all that happened. Okay. Why do you want to tell the story if nothing happened? You really gotta get better at telling stories. That was a pretty bad story. Thanks for telling me. Yeah, thanks for telling me, I guess. You're welcome. Even if not much happened, you weren't gonna complain about knowing the story. Shiloh's mouth twisted into a scowl of disbelief, but he said nothing. Why'd you bring that up anyway? There was a slight shrug of Cove's shoulders. I was thinking about it because the sandcastle. It made me remember when I moved here. Dad showed me the beach first, before we went back to the car to unpack. He was really excited about it for some reason. Cove's brows furrowed a little more as he quickly raked his hands through the sand. I get it. You thought maybe Mr. Holden wasn't that excited about the beach and was instead hoping Cove might be. But the line of conversation had come to its end. Even Cove was done with it. Some other topic had popped into his head. Shiloh, fidgeting uncomfortably in the sand, had made Cove aware of his presence again. They looked at each other, and you could only wonder what this might be about. Hey, Shiloh, yeah? Why are you always turning so red, even when nothing is happening? Clearly startled, he jerked back. Neither of you or Shiloh had expected that to be how he was included in the conversation again. Because he's a shy and easily embarrassed child. I don't know, I guess. Okay, it's kind of weird. Bro, you're blushing too! Shiloh's eyes were wide with embarrassment, and his lips twitched, and he was blushing even harder than before. Aw, poor kid. Maybe it wasn't only this. Perhaps it was simply the last straw, but it was a big deal to Shiloh, a huge deal. He didn't just look sad, he seemed almost panicked. You weren't sure if he was about to cry or run away or what, but you soon got the answer. Why do you wear glasses? Most kids don't wear glasses, and nobody is named Cove. Who asked you to come? It was probably just your dad bugging Bassie's family some more, because you don't have anyone else who play with you. Cove blinked. The tension on the beach was suddenly uncomfortable in a way you didn't know how to move past. It didn't seem like the kind of thing he'd get upset about, though you had never known what kind of thing would bother Shiloh. I'm sorry. Me too. I was just wondering. Hey, let's build another sandcastle. You tried to play on your own. Are we gonna build more? You nervously mess with the sand. Let's build another sandcastle. The day is gonna be over soon. You're right. The sun is going down so fast. You all went back to building more sand buildings, but the whole mood had changed. Shiloh's cheerfulness was clearly gone, and Cove looked as confused as ever about why the other boy had blown up. The air stayed uncomfortable the rest of the afternoon, right up to the moment that Shiloh's mom appeared at the beach to take him home. At least you'd try to do something to resolve it, though, and it seemed like it helped. Even though Shiloh smiled when he said goodbye to Cove. I can do this. I can say this sentence. I believe in it. Even though Shiloh's smile when he said goodbye to Cove wavered, it stayed as bright as ever for you. Yeah, he loves me, but not as much as my sister. That had to count for something. But with Shiloh gone and the sun going down, you knew it was time for you and Cove to head to your own houses. So you lead the way back on the path home. The walk home was quiet. You passed by familiar landmarks, shoes thumping against the sidewalk in near perfect unison. Cove was clearly caught up in thinking about something. You didn't want to leave it hanging in the air, so you decided to just ask. Why are you making that face? Oh, I was just wondering. Cove fell silent again for a few more seconds and sighed. Why'd Shiloh act like that? When I said he got all red. You were being rude to him. He's just being a baby. You shouldn't make fun of him. Mika, your tail's in front of that one. Your tail's in front of me. Hi, baby. Hi, you're being so disruptive today. You're being so disruptive. It's not my fault you decided to take a nap all day instead of getting your energy out. I even left you outside for longer than usual, babe. I don't know, it's just Shiloh. He gets embarrassed. You shrug at Cove with no answer. Okay. Because we are the brutally honest type. You were being rude? Or you shouldn't make fun of him? I think this one. This one. I wasn't. It sounded like you were to me. I didn't mean to. I guess I can get it. Why he would do the same. Sometimes I get really mad too. Despite seemingly coming to a conclusion, Cove's mood was still sour. What Shiloh said didn't make sense anyway. Parents always talk to other parents and set up stuff so their kids can play together. My dad didn't do anything weird. You struggled not to make a face at that. His dad definitely did something weird to try and get you to spend time with Cove, but Cove didn't know that. Nobody's making me spend time with you. Your dad does stuff so you'll hang out with my family, but Shiloh shouldn't have said that. You decide to tell him about how your dad offered you money. Yes, tell him the truth. Tell the truth! Always be truthful. Well, remember how you talked about how our parents met and I didn't know what happened? Yeah? I kinda had something happen that you don't know about when I met your dad. You struggled to find the right words. Cove looked at you passively. You met his gaze. Even your stomach twisted itself into knots. I was walking home, and your dad was sitting in front of the house. It must have been after you ran away. My moms weren't there either. I think they were looking for you. Mika's being a brat. Your dad saw me, he got up and came over. Mr. Holden told me that he just moved to the house next to mine. Cove was still listening, his expression as plain as before. You paused for a moment, wondering if you should really keep going. Yep, tell the full story. Do it, do it. Even if it was supposed to be a secret, you thought Cove should still know. Your dad said he'd give me $20 if I became friends with you. Cove was so still, you thought he hadn't heard you. Then his eyes widened, his mouth fell open, but no sound left him. Silence stretched between you, so tense that it was almost tangible. You shifted from one foot to another and your hands tensed up. Hey, say something. Instead of speaking, he closed his mouth, his eyebrows bent up, crinkling his forehead. He looked more sad than surprised now. He was going to cry, you were certain of it. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. Cove raised his hands and brought them up under his glasses, his fingers pressed over his eyes, hiding them from your sight. Then right in the middle of the streets, the tears began to fall. Oh, buddy, no! I just needed to tell you the truth, my man. His shoulders shook with the force of his sobs. You could glimpse wetness through the cracks of his fingers, slipping down his cheeks. Hey, you shouldn't cry because of that. You step closer. You place your hand on his head. You touch his shoulder. You stay by him. I'm leaning towards these two. You touch his shoulder or just stay by him? I feel like this one. You couldn't go anywhere with Cove in this state. No, I changed my mind. Touch his shoulder. You awkwardly reach over and rest your hand on his shoulder. The Cove shook his body from side to side, rejecting your presence. Oh, they're both the same. Go away! I want to do the original one.
No.
Yep, they're both the same. They're all the same. You flinch at the shout as you stood there listening to him cry. You felt uncomfortable, concern for him, regret for telling him about money, bad about everything. Concern for him. You didn't want Cove to be this upset. You just wanted to be honest. Cove continued to weep, his face covered by his hands. Worse, his voice raised in volume. You were frozen in place. The situation was awful and you kept feeling worse every second. I'm sorry, Cove. You hug him. You start crying too. Oh god, it's definitely one of these. I feel like, personally, I would just start crying too. Personally, as a child, that's probably my reaction. But I want to give him a hug. You step up, try to wrap your arms around him. Cove squirmed away again, though ducking his head. Okay, I'll just start crying too. It's honest. You didn't know what to do to stop Cove from crying. You began to panic. Before you realized it, your eyes were misting over, then you were crying with him. You couldn't stop. Oh. You heard a door opening and you flinched, expecting to see one of the mean old grandparents preparing themselves to yell at you. At this hour, most people weren't around either because they were working down in the town. But the grandparents rarely left the house, except to complain about children making noise in the street. With the ruckus Cove was making, you could kind of understand why they might have objections, even if you couldn't help it. I'm crying too, though! But the door that stood open now didn't belong to the grandparents. To your utter surprise, it was Cove's own. His dad was already home. As he peeked out his door, Mr. Holden momentarily looked unsure. Perhaps he had suspicions on the noise outside, but wasn't entirely positive. Though a kid crying is pretty distinct, and there aren't a lot of kids. Maybe he didn't want to believe something might be wrong with his son. His face fell as he spotted the source of the commotion. It was pained and it was scared, and hey Mika, your butt is in front of the cute guy again. Yeah, your butt's in front of him. Honey, thank you, thank you. His face fell as he spotted the source of the commotion. It was pained, and it was scared, and it reminded you of the one he'd worn the first night you'd met Cove. Mr. Holden didn't go down the steps in front of his house. He just jumped right over them and stumbled into a run. He skidded to a stop before Cove, bent down on one knee, and then solidly cupped Cove's teary face with his hands.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Are you hurt anywhere? Cove continued to cry, unwilling to cough out an explanation. Not taking his hands from Cove, Mr. Holden turned to you for an explanation, his eyes wide and imploring. Cove asked if you made me hang out with him. I just told him the truth. You tried to give me money. As you spoke, Mr. Holden's chest rose while he inhaled a deep, shaky breath, culminating into a gasp at your final words. What? Why would you pay a child to befriend your son? Why? I'm just being truthful. I'm an honest child. You should know that by now. He clamped his mouth shut, shaking his head. He faced his crying son again. No, it's my fault. It is your fault. You're the adult here. You're the adult. Of course it's your fault. I shouldn't have done something like that in the first place. Nope. But I'm keeping my 20. He cast his eyes down, sighing. When he next spoke, it wasn't a part of the conversation anymore. It was barely loud enough for you to catch his words. He's only a kid. Yeah. Come on, it's not my fault. Tears were still streaming down Cove's face. Smiling sadly, Mr. Holden wiped Cove's cheeks with a thumb. He furrowed his brows and looked at the ground. When he next glanced up, his mouth was set with determination. Mr. Holden finally took his hands off Cove. He reached for his wallet, confused. You stare at the little rectangle that all adults seem to carry in some shape or form. It had been the source of all these problems. You were sure that Cove wouldn't want to be reminded of it right now. Mr. Holden was clearly of a different mind to you. He inexplicably... I think I know where this is going. He inexplicably retrieved another $20 bill, rolled it up, and raised it in Cove's face. Cove's eyes were hidden behind tightly clamped fingers, so Mr. Holden poked Cove's nose with the bill. Cove peeked between his hands and grunted as he saw what he had been prodded with. Even if it was surrounded by sobs, you were glad that something else had finally left Cove's mouth.
Come on.
What the frick, man? This was not going how I thought it was. See, this is the only possible solution, I think, that this madman could do that could actually solve the problem. If he gave Cove $20 and said, I'll pay you to be Vassie's friend, then it would make us even, right? Hey, Cove, can you stop crying? I'll give you this cash if you do. What the frick, man? That's not how you raise it. That's not how you parent. That's not how you parent. Cove dropped his hand from his face. It had already been red and wet with tears, but now his features were scrunched up in a scowl. Not for the first time. You questioned Mr. Holden's tactics. He had to use two hands, but Cove firmly shoved his dad's own hand away. But Mr. Holden just chuckled at Cove's reaction and tossed the money aside. It unfurled as it flew through the air, rising before slowly drifting to the ground. Oh, another CG! Mr. Holden took Cove's outstretched wrist and lowered them to Cove's side, stopping him from hiding his face once again. Cove's dad clearly wasn't going to let go. Huffing, Cove turned his whole head away, tears continuing to roll down his cheeks as he glowered at the ground. You can buy a lot of cool things with that. But it can't do everything, can it? Cove didn't respond, not even to look at his father. Mr. Holden continued. Your old dad likes to make things nice for you with the money he earns, but you're smart. You know that I haven't really done anything.
I'm sorry.
I still make you sad and upset, just like right now, I'm sorry. Cove sniffed, the harsh line of his brow mellowing. Mr. Holden squeezed Cove's hands as he continued. Vassie is smart too, right? Mr. Holden spoke in a soft, encouraging tone, and Cove continued to calm. You have nothing to worry about, except for me. Mr. Holden chuckled. Yeah, you are the problem here, man. I'm glad you realize that. I'm glad you understand that you're the problem. Cove pressed his lips together, mulling over his father's words, though the stream of tears has eased. Drops still butted in his eyes and threatened to spill out. I love you, son, so much more than anyone else. Sometimes that makes me a little too hasty to see you happy. And I make it all worse. I really am sorry. Scrunching his eyes tight, Cove nodded. When his eyes opened again, they were red and glossy, but there were no tears left on the precipice of his lower lash. This is using like the full thesaurus, man. Aside from the occasional stiff, he was mostly back to his usual self. He swallowed.
Okay.
Aww. Though Cove had refused to echo Mr. Holden's exact words, the sentiment seemed to be enough for his dad. He moved his hands up under Cove's arms and hoisted Cove high into the air with a grin. Cove's hands flew to his glasses, holding them back from falling. Cove's lips were shut tight, all betrayed by the telltale smile in his eyes that he was trying hard to hide. Mr. Holden laughed, lowering Cove so he was securely pinned against his chest. Cove looked away, face angled to the ground. Now that his dad could no longer see him, he was allowing himself to smile. Mr. Holden might have missed it, but you didn't. Cove wriggled and pushed his hand against his dad's shoulders. Can I go back down now? Yeah. Mr. Holden set Cove gently on the ground, waiting until his feet found their footing before releasing him entirely. I have to do something. Wait here. Cove wandered away. Mr. Holden's gaze stuck to him like glue. You sighed, eyes downcast. You felt weird that you'd been able to stand there while the event unfolded. You weren't able to fix it. How come I couldn't make him feel better? Don't worry about it, please. We don't need another tragedy today. He winked and you weren't impressed. Hey, I mean that the first part anyway, there's only so much you can do to try and fix someone else's mistake. Yes, thank you. Thank you for admitting this was your mistake. 100%. He smiled sincerely at you. You've done plenty for Cove. Just the fact that you were honest with him when his own dad wasn't proves it. See, I'm a good friend. I'm a truthful, honest friend. Thanks for being such a good kid. I hope you'll keep spending time with the boy. As though the sound of his name summoned him, Cove returned, clutching the bill his dad had cast aside earlier. You cocked your head and Cove's dad raised his eyebrow. Cove looked at the crumpled note, then walked over and held it out to you. I stopped crying, but I don't want this. You can have it. He gave you a small smile. Behind him, Mr. Holden was still watching Cove closely, clearly relieved. You shared the feeling. Cove was making peace with the deal that happened behind his back. Don't take it. I don't need to take it to be your friend. Shaking your head, you pushed the note back to Cove. I don't need it, but I don't want it. You were at a stalemate. Mr. Holden hummed thoughtfully, tapping his head, his gaze up at the wide sky as he pretended to give the conundrum serious consideration. I know. He plucked the bill from Cove and tore it right into Bro! You and Cove gasped in unison. Okay, that's kind of cute though. Now we're gonna have like a momentum of our love, a torn bill that we each have half of. That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. I kind of love it. Dad, we can't do anything with it now. True, it won't work at the store like this, but now you can split it. Crouching down, he held out the pieces to you and Cove. You both looked at the two halves, neither of you reached for them. It still has value as a keepsake, a memory, and that's one of the most valuable things you can use money on.
So,
That sounds pretty good, huh? Maybe I'm getting smarter. You're really not, but I do think this is cute. Wordlessly, Cove stretched out a hand and took his half. You took yours, running a finger along the jagged edge of the bill. Mr. Holden stood up, stretching his arms out. Ooh, the deal. Step 1, tell Cove about his dad. Oh, we got an achievement for being truthful. Oh, wait, what did that say? Well then, it's about time for dinner. Me and the Rugrat need to be going. You probably should too. I bet your moms want to see you. Alright, bye.
Thanks very much.
Have a good night. All thanks, Vassie. Father and son waved at you, and you turned and dashed back home, the note clenched tightly in your hand. You felt lighter. Oh my gosh, that was so good. We got one left. One left. Let's go. Alright, tonight we're gonna catch fireflies. At this blunt, oh my gosh, tongue, function. We can function for one more. We can do this with some water. Water. Water good. Water very good. Hi, Miko. Look, our sister wants to do something. And I want to see fireflies. Good job, Mika. She's being extra cute right now. I'm sitting in an awkward position, and you know this is when she's going to take a nap on my lap. Alright, at this blunt declaration from your sister, you look up from your macaroni and cheese dinner. Fireflies were a familiar sight over summer, coming out on warm nights to dance through the sky. Tonight was particularly balmy. You knew there were bound to be a ton of them around. Oh, you are you? Yes. Start eat faster. You look over at your mom's. You push your food around on your plate. Eat faster. A grin curved your lips as you start to eat a bit faster, excited for what was to come. It seemed like you were too excited, however, as you started to choke and cough on your food from shoveling it down so quickly. Mommy reached over to pat you on the back, firmly helping you dislodge the noodles and enable you to breathe again. You took a big gulp of water from your glass, giving your moms a sheepish look. Oops. That's a good idea, Lizzie. Can we, Mrs. Sapo? Shiloh tapped his fork against the table excitedly, his face lighting up as he looked at Lizzie. It was unusual for Shiloh to still be here. Like always, his mom had to bring him over really early in the morning before her job started. But normally, she would have picked him up by now. She called before dinner to let your moms know she'd be late. You didn't hear why, probably more work things. You thought maybe getting to hang out with Shiloh for longer is what made Lizzie want to keep running around outside. Staying at home and watching TV was never an option for her with guests over. That's why you were pretty sure she'd get your moms to agree. Well, it's already dark out there. Lizzie gave Mom the best puppy dog eyes. That's really bad puppy dog eyes, honey. You look like you're gonna stab someone. Slowly spooning mac and cheese into her mouth while you waited there for their response. Ah, I just love her character design. I love it so much. Let them go. Nights like this don't happen every day. Your parents exchange a look, then Mommy eventually sighed and nodded back. Yes! Along with Lizzie's cheers, you threw your arms up in triumph, but waited until you finished chewing to say anything because you knew it was rude to talk with your mouth full.
Fine.
Mika, you're not going outside. Fine. Just make sure you stay on the hill behind our house with all the poppies, okay? Duh, Mom. That's where most of them are. The idea had only just been planted in your head, but already you could just picture all the glowing lights spreading out in front of you, like the fairies from the bedtime stories Mommy read sometimes. Hi, Mika. You're not going out there. No matter how much you beg, you're not going outside, okay? Okay. Hey. Sit down nicely. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, we good. All too quickly, it became a race to see who could finish their food first. No choking at the dinner table now. That's right, if someone died, we'd have to cancel the Firefly field trip. After all. I just gave Mika the biggest hug. Hugs and pets, and all the love, Mika. Mom said it like a joke, but you knew that they were both telling you kids to slow down. Shiloh did immediately. When you glanced at Lizzie, you saw her still eating faster than she should. Elizabeth, no one's gonna die, sheesh. A knock on the door interrupted Mom before she could no doubt scold your sister. I'll get it! Your big sister jumped out of her seat and ran over to the door, pulling open without even looking out the window to see who it was. Huh? You shifted in your seat to try and get a glimpse of the unexpected guest.
Hi.
Good evening, Cove. Your mommy had already walked to the door by the time you managed to see past Shiloh's flappy hats. Cove! Why is he here? Had your parents invited him over? You certainly hadn't heard anything about it. You tried to catch Cove's eye, but he was too busy staring at the ground in front of him. Going back to shovel a forkful of macaroni into your mouth, you kept one ear on the conversation. And for a few seconds, Cove said nothing. He only stood there and looked up at your mommy with a face almost like he was considering turning around and leaving. My dad told me to drop this off because I guess he borrowed it from you. Cove took a familiar screwdriver from out of his large side pocket. Eyes now dropped to the floor. We left ours back home when we moved. Great, thanks, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Here, why don't you come inside for a bit? Lizzie crossed her arms and lifted her chin. Cove shrugged, and Mom stood from the table now, too. I'll give your dad a call to let him know you got here all right. Aww, Mika's enjoying the cuddle. See, I told you she'd want to sleep in my lap while I'm sitting in a really uncomfortable position. I knew it. I knew it, Mika. You're a little brat sometimes. Yes, you are. Cove shuffled fully inside, eyes remaining on the ground. Mommy closed the door behind him. Hi, Cove. Shiloh gave Cove a friendly smile while waving by holding up his hand and opening and closing his fingers. Cove nodded in response. Cove, are you going to catch fireflies with us? You could see Lizzie eyeing you for mentioning the excursion to an outsider, but she'd get over it. If Cove said no, though, you'd understand. Catching fireflies wasn't something that everyone liked to do.
Okay.
I want to see them. I've never caught one before. It's too bad he didn't have a chance before. The fireflies weren't out when he first moved in. There must not have been any where he used to live. We can't go until after dinner. After she pointed this out, Lizzie walked back to the table and took her seat. There wasn't much left on her plate. Since this was very true, you decided to finish up your own stuff as well. Cove stepped closer and eyed what was on the menu for your family's meal. Have you eaten yet? Yeah, my dad and I ate earlier. What'd you have? Eggs. The clipped one-word answer seemed to discourage Shiloh from asking any more questions. His eyes slowly wandered back to the last scraps of food on his plates. Her phone call with Cove's dad must have ended because your mom came back into the room.
Okay.
Cove, your dad said you could stay for a little while if you'd like, but he's going to come get you before it gets too much later. Sure.
Fine.
Oh, fun. This will be so nice. As you polished off the meal you had hoped it would be too, the three of you all finished eating shortly after, and Lizzie led the way outside. Onwards to adventure! Remember, don't stray too far. It's fine, Mom. Shiloh trailed closely after Lizzie. He was nearly stepping on her heels. Cove hesitated at the door. Come on, let's go. After a moment, he did.
Bye.
Bye, children. The two of you were a good 10 or 15 feet behind Lizzie and Shiloh by the time you went outside. You pushed the door shut behind you, watching the figures get farther and farther away. You're too slow, Vassy. We don't have all night. You started to run when you heard Lizzie's voice calling you, but paused when you saw Cove still walking at a relaxed pace. You're not gonna come? You tug him along. You walk with him. You wave at him to hurry. You knew there wasn't any real hurry, but you couldn't help staring longingly at Shiloh and Lizzie getting farther and farther away. The two of you follow after the footsteps Lizzie and Shiloh left behind until you reach the hill behind your house. Lizzie had already climbed to the top. Shiloh was spinning in circles somewhere around the middle. Upon seeing the gently glowing, twinkling lights, you moved a bit faster, eyes widening in delight. Wow. Shiloh took a moment to come over and welcome the both of you to the hill. Hey guys, it's really great out, huh? See how many there are? Yeah. A firefly danced through the air, landing on Cove's sea green head. You and Shiloh couldn't help but giggle. You quietly looked on. You shooed the bug away. Covering your mouth with a hand, the sound escaped you, and Cove looked at you in confusion. What? You gestured to his head, and he reached up, making the firefly dart away. Cove jumped and followed after the glow. Oh look, Lizzie has one! That's amazing! Shiloh ran to the highest point of the hill, making sure not to lose his hat or backpack along the way. You hummed as the group divided and conquered, shifting your gaze to the dozens of other fireflies sailing around them. The game was on. You had a bandage on your thumb, and you tried to be cautious of that. You had a bandage on your palm and tried to be cautious of that. You had 2 bandages on your hand and tried to be cautious. Why are we injured? You were good at not getting cuts or scratches, so you weren't too worried. So how accident-prone am I? Yeah, this one. For sure, this one. Spotting one close by, you approached it with assassin-like stealth, crouching down to make yourself seem less of a threat. Slowly dragging one foot in front of the other, you crept up towards it, arms outstretched. You closed your hands around the little glowing orb, careful not to crush it. The firefly landed on your palm, almost docile. You stared down at your prize in delight. Its tiny legs tickled your skin, and you giggled at the sensation. Cove kept up with his own target, but when he tried to grab it, his pink cast waved awkwardly through the air, foiling his efforts to clap his hands around the firefly. Ugh. Cove watched it vanish into the air with a dissatisfied expression on his face. Yeah, try again, buddy. There are plenty more fireflies. You can try again. Cove didn't say anything, and you thought he must be upset. He walked further up the hill to continue his hunt, and you let your own firefly flutter back into the air. That was fine. You had your own plans. Ooh, honestly, I kind of just want to watch. They can collect them. You quietly took a seat among the flowers. The others were jumping and dashing all about. You saw how many times they succeeded and failed, how Shiloh almost tripped a couple of times. It was a dramatic show. Though around you, it was calm. The lights and stars and fireflies surrounded you peacefully. It was a beautiful night. You laughed quietly to yourself as you watched the others, and Shiloh finally managed to catch a firefly between his small hands. His eyes lit up when he spread his fingers to take a peek at it, but the bug escaped and flew into the air. Oh! You watched as he pounced after another one. Your eyes soon landed on Cove, who had failed to catch yet another firefly. Cheer him on, or wait and see. Let's wait and see. You watched as he crept up on an unsuspecting bug, so slowly that for a moment you wondered if he was still moving at all. When he raised his hand toward one of the little bobbing balls of light, closing it on it, ever so slowly.
No way.
No! The crafty little critter escaped his clutches at the last moment, drifting too high up for Cove to reach. While Cove returned to hunting fireflies, you settled for laying back against the soft grass, watching the poppies swaying around you. and the fireflies hovering against the vast sky.
Come on!
Bessie, Cove, get up here! We're gonna have a race! The shouting caught you off guard. It had been quite a while since you heard from Lizzie or Shiloh. You glanced over to see them both standing on top of the hill again, Lizzie beckoning you with quick hand gestures. If she was like that, you knew there wasn't much room for disagreement. Up the incline you went. From the corner of your eye, you saw Cove was coming as well. He didn't care for Lizzie a lot, so you thought he might be intrigued just by the idea of a race. Hi!
Go!
Hi, Cove. You can't roll down the hill. You could hurt your arm again. You'll be the referee for the rest of us. As Lizzie pointed this out, Cove's froze in place. Oh, it was that kind of race. He frowned down at his cast. That was the second time it got in the way tonight. What? Yeah, you'll watch and see who gets to the bottom first. That's important, got it?
Yes.
I guess. The cast was sturdy. If he was careful, he could have done it. Lizzie might have just been looking for a reason to make someone else the referee. But it was already decided. I'll stay with Cove.
Really?
Really? Why? You don't have to. It's okay, I want to watch. You moved beside him on the top of the hill, even though Lizzie eyed you and made a face. That's not how races work. We only need one referee. Shrugging your shoulders, you refused to budge, and Lizzie let out a huff before throwing her hands in the air. Fine, I'll be the winner, whether you join or not. See, this is the type of race I would do at the golf course. We'd roll down the hills. It was fun. Lizzie moved to lay down, and Shiloh did the same. Cove stood silently to the side to get a better vantage point, and he stood next to him. Countdown! Cove stood up a little straighter. It seemed like he was taking his newfound referee duties seriously. 3, 2, 1, go! Lizzie and Shiloh took off, letting gravity do the work and rolling at high speeds toward the bottom of the hill. You and Cove leaned forward to watch them go, eyes peeled for which of the two would reach the bottom first. They were both neck and neck until about halfway down the hill, Lizzie started to veer off to the side, giving Shiloh a huge advantage. She obviously hadn't noticed a thing, and as soon as Shiloh reached the bottom of the hill, he jumped up excitedly and threw his hands in the air. I won! Almost immediately, he fell back onto the grass, still dizzy from his roll down the hill. Lizzie stomped out of the bush she had ended up in, spluttering angrily and brushing leaves from the front of her dress. Not bad. You got lucky. Let's do it again and see who wins for real. Kids, it's time to come in. No! You snickered, feeling grateful you hadn't been part of the mini debacle. You caught Cove's eyes and saw that he was doing the same. It had gotten late and was beginning to feel a bit chilly as you made your way out of the hills, but the cold air hadn't dampened anyone's spirits. Wada wada. The four of you walked back home together side by side, your neighborhood street, discussing the evening with each person trying to prove that they were the one who caught the most fireflies. You knew that whoever really did catch the most didn't matter much anyway. All that mattered was that you all had a good time, judging by the smiles on everyone's faces you did. Aww! Dang, I missed one of the CGs for sure. I think I know what it was, too. I think I was supposed to go down the hill. Oh, can I still do it? I just want to see if that's it. Okay, let's see. Because I feel like if we look up, there's going to be a CG of Cove up there. 2, 1, go! The three of you go, gravity rolling down, speed toward the bottom. You squeeze your eyes shut, delighted laugh leaving you, and you consequently allow a few blades of grass into your mouth. Ah, great. You sputtered, reaching up to wipe them away. It threw off your balance and sent you careening sideways. Oof! Ah! Everyone started too close together because the slight turn made you, then Shiloh, and then Lizzie collide into a heap. You tumbled down the last few feet in the path. Shiloh's elbow was in your stomach, and you were pretty sure Lizzie's hair was in your mouth, but you had survived. Perhaps it wouldn't have been safe for Cove after all. You could hear him laughing in the distance. When you opened your eyes, you saw the starry sky above and Cove still on top of the hill, staring down at the three of you with an amused look on his face. Hey, cool crash. I think Shiloh was the first one at the bottom. That didn't count. We need a redo. Kids, it's time to come in. No. You sighed, not knowing if it was from contentment or exasperation. You closed your eyes again. Darn it, it wasn't. I guess, yeah, save. I wanna... Yes, return to the menu. Look at the gallery. It was a DLC, so there's only 3. I didn't miss any. Okay, okay. That makes me feel better. Cool, cool. Alright. Wait, there's an outfit thing? Oh, okay. I don't want to do that. We're gonna just exit now and open Wuthering Waves. But that is very cool that we can like choose how he looks. Very cool. Yes, very, very cool. Okay, exiting Wuthering Waves because we accomplished finishing childhood. We finished it. And now we get to age up, apparently. So, bye-bye. Next time, next week for sure. Alright, we're gonna switch to this real quick while I get up Wuthering Waves and we can do a little bit more of the story. Switching. That's not how you spell switching. Switching to weathering. That's not how you spell weathering either. Here we go. Because I'm lazy, that's all it's gonna say. Switching to Wuthering Waves. And just gotta type in the new game. There we go, there we go. Almost done. Wuwa. Alright, now I'm opening the game. Yes, yes, yes. Oh dang, I gotta like open up something so I can see chat. Hopefully my computer is charged. Yay, Gamba time, yeah! Let me just go get my laptop because it should be charged enough now for me to see chat on there. I almost forgot I won't be able to see chat when we open Wuthering Waves. That would have been an issue. Computer, there we go. Oop. And great, no window capture, display capture. Alright, I'm just setting up chat so I can see it. You can hear the music, the beautiful music of the waves, right? Right, got Twitch chat up. The YouTube one is always the more difficult one for some reason. It doesn't help that my internet's being kind of slow right now. Or I guess my computer's being slow is the better way to say it, because it is definitely the little laptop. My little laptop on its last leg of life, everyone. But you know what? It's working at least for me to see chat. That's all we need. Come on. Live? Almost got it up. Almost. Come on. There we go. Okay. Chats are open. Switching to Wuthering Waves. I almost forgot to connect my controller. That's essential, because I'm not very good with a keyboard moving things. It is not one of my great skills. Very serene, but you like the old one? Ooh, what was the old one like? Yagi. Oh, reconnecting. Connection error. It was doing this earlier when I was on my phone before, too. It kept, like, having the connection error. Right, story. Oh, I have to go all the way over there? You better not have a problem tonight. What's this one, then? Which one are we doing? Wait a second. We might need to look at the quests. Which one do I have selected? Because I want to do the main one. There's 2 main ones. Wait, should we be doing the tutorial then? Oh, so many questions. Where should we start? Okay, side quest can kind of wait. Exploration can probably wait. But it seems to be trying to guide me to these ones. For some reason. Whoa, I'm not doing that one. That one's way over there. Hell no. We'll do this one. The one that's like right there. Which one is that one? Is it this one, the one I wanted to do? Yes. Okay, there we go. Correct one is now selected. Very close. Right there. Yeah, Wuwa time! Oh my gosh, Lupa's been so fun to play. It's so easy to fight with her. What a great first 5-star. I got so lucky getting her. I still can't believe that luck, you guys. I can't. I had to make a clip of that moment because, like, oh my god. Unbelievably lucky.
How did it go? Anyone hurt? Let me check on you.
I'm good, girls. I'm good.
Peace.
Of course I am. You're overreacting.
Okay. Anything new about the tokens?
Oh, so much. So much. You missed so much, hun.
So those Fraxidus goons are here in Jinjo now? Things are more serious than I thought.
I wonder what they're up to.
It's me. I've only ran into some bozos before. Those wackos are hell-bent on making their own resonators. Said there's no right or wrong when it comes to resonance powers, and everyone should have the right to them.
They use mechanical manipulation to integrate parts of tacit discords into human bodies.
Okay, that doesn't sound good.
Such gruesome acts.
That really doesn't sound good.
To understand them.
That Scar guy you mentioned sounds like he's on a whole other level. How did the fight go?
It seems he didn't intend to kill us.
I should have slapped
I
him
wouldn't say he was
sooner.
pulling his punches. I don't know what he wants from us.
Should have slapped him sooner.
Madam
That's my
Majesty
moral of
might
that
intend
story.
to hint something
He was
by
really
letting us run
annoying.
into him.
I still can't wrap my head around what happened in that village.
They're
I went
really
over the
annoying.
files. That case is ancient. It was dealt with and archived way before our current magistrate took office.
What happened to the village in the end?
Don't worry. The crooks were brought to justice and most
It
of the
was
villagers were
destroyed.
relocated to new
The
settlements.
village went bye-bye.
But I didn't find anything in the files about that little girl you mentioned.
So Scar really did take her away.
And it seems he did not hurt her. Maybe the Fraxidius had plans to use her for something. Yeah.
If only we could capture him.
Or slap him. I'd be
I'm
satisfied
so
with either.
lost. Why did Madam Magistrate point you to Chi-Chi Village anyway? What did she want to tell you with that?
And that Scar went there to tamper with the site and mislead you with fake clues.
Or maybe it's the other way around.
You mean?
Yeah, the magistrate wanted me to fix her problem
Praxidus
like
was
everyone
planning
else.
to tell you something about what had happened in that village. Then our magistrate intercepted by leading you there before they could?
Scar wanted to preach his ideals to me. I suppose she just made use of the occasion. She knew what was going to happen. Yeah, she knew.
Madam Magistrate knew they were going to lure you to the village, and she knew they weren't planning to kill you. Her token was a warning that the Fraxidus had their eyes on you.
Plus, even if Scar really tried to kill us, we wouldn't be in real danger. Yeah,
How
he's
so?
kind of lame. Jinzo's way of hospitality, remember? In a game of Wei Chi, when the black moves, white is sure to follow.
You mean she's got someone looking out for you?
Her little guard dog.
Maybe she prepared other means of protection.
And vice versa, since the white has made her move.
I don't think I follow.
Nothing in
The
particular.
legendary figure who changed Jinzhou's history? A looming war with the resurrecting Threnodian, and the Fraxidus acting in the shadows. If all of these have something to do with your true identity, then who exactly are you?
Oh, my sweet child, have you not learned? I am a god. You are my follower. I guess I'm also your
Yes.
friend.
You will always be the rover we know.
But I am a
No
god.
matter what.
That same old TD-eating, echo-munching rover, all right. Come to think
Thanks.
of it, the sundial's the last token we need to work out.
Yeah.
What if he said it's an intricate puzzle box? Madam Magistrate might have hid a real message inside.
We learned about the direction in Chi-Chi Village. We did.
Yes.
We did.
It's the south, represented by the vermilion bird, one of the 4 symbols.
I totally remembered all
now
that.
we have the Shichen of Wei and vermilion bird. We should be able to solve the puzzle.
Yeah. This at least is a little bit of a
So,
break
Rover,
from my
You
voice.
gonna try it now?
Ooh. She looked really pretty in that shot. Let's do
Symbols on
this.
the larger disc represent time, and we need to align the correct symbol with this pointer. It should be...
Yeah?
It's working. And now? Symbols on the smaller disc represent direction, and we need to align the correct symbol with this pointer. It should be...
How do we
have
know?
Tealong of the east, white tiger of the west, vermilion bird of the south, and black tortoise of the north. According to the clues we've gathered, it should be...
The bird? Yes?
Well,
Yes!
you really solved it.
Ooh! A hidden message. So this is the last message, the magistrate, blah blah blah.
Wait, I don't think
Location
it's
in
something
the
we're allowed to
library?
see. Quick, Yang Yang, we should turn around.
I really don't care, you guys. Why should you?
It's gotta be some super confidential stuff Madam Magistrate's written for Rover's eyes only.
Well, it didn't say that.
As public servants, well, even though we're both just reservists,
Look at
there
it.
are rules to
Be
follow.
cursed just like me.
Chuzia has a point.
Look at it, though. It's about the Grand Library.
I see. The Grand Libraries in Huanglong are renowned for their vast databases, holding valuable information about the regions they represent. Their exact locations are kept confidential, but it is believed they hold answers to all questions one could ask. The Grand Libraries are vital for Huanglong's data security, managed by the regional sentinels, accessible only to the magistrates. They're rarely open to the public.
Got it.
Kinda like a big piggy bank inside the city hall, data-wise.
Yes, you will find the most comprehensive and accurate information there. Rover, if you need to visit the Grand Library in Jinzhou to find out who you are, I think it suggests two things.
That I'm a god
There is
and...
a strong link between your past and Jinzhou's history.
Yes, I am a god.
Second, you must be a really significant person.
Yep, I'm a
So
god.
you're
I've
super
already
important to
decided that.
Jinzhou.
All of the
Maybe
clues
even
point
all
to
of
me being
Huanglong.
godly. So let's go.
Wow. I think we stumbled upon a real big shot when we didn't even know it.
Let's go to the library.
What's the matter, Rover?
Adventure.
Something wrong with the sundial?
It's like a needle. I can stab people with it. Is the city hall at the center of Jinzhou?
It is Jinzhou's political center, and it's also located at the city center, if that's what you mean. The city hall was built when Jinzhou was established. It's a popular landmark for locals giving directions. Why do you
Cool.
ask, Rover?
Madam Magistrate wishes to meet me alone. I'll need to go somewhere on my own.
See? What did I say? Covert ops. Real confidential stuff going on.
Hell yeah. Let's go. Aw,
Come
Yang
on,
Yang's
Yang
sad.
It's just a one-on-one meeting with Madam Magistrate. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, you know, I could be brainwashed or
Relax.
tortured or eaten. We've seen a lot of stuff in these games we've been playing recently. Like, there's a lot of worst case scenarios.
I guess you're right. Still, please be careful. We'll be waiting
I am
for you.
always right. Don't worry about it. I am a god. Ooh, clashing blades. Unlocked. Ooh, does this mean I get to fight something? I get to fight something. Yes. Let's go fight. Clashing of blades. It has to be a fight. Right? I am taking a really indirect route. Out of my way. I am a god. Does Luba just run faster, or does it just feel like she runs faster? She has a tail and is a warrior. I have no idea what exactly her character does, but I get warrior vibes from her. Oh right, it's an elevator. I don't have to do things the hard way. Up, please. Pretty. Pretty city. Oh wait, I could go out the other way. yeah. So I'm not used to elevators having 2 doors. Let's go! Let's meet the pretty magistrate. And fight her. What's going on here? Oh, I'm supposed to move it. How do I move it? Move the vases, Okay, the vases. In the correct order. Location. What? I am confusion. Not this one. Oh, I just move, whichever one I can. There we go. Dragon! Bestie! Let's go! Solo challenge, the Grand Piper. Yes. Not the correct level, though. Wait. Recommended character level is level 40. Let's level some people up. Significantly.
Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Yeah. Let's level up a lot. It's okay. We don't need to go up just yet. We just need to level up.
Destinations together.
Everyone, very, very high.
I shall have no one tarnishing victory's honor.
We still have plenty of stuff because we've been grinding for that stuff. Wait, her level cap is... Oh, that's the next level cap. I'm a dum-dum. I'm a dum-dum sometimes. It's okay. Why? Amazing. Yes. What? No. Just do whatever works. Yeah, we'll do this one. Not this one. This one. That's the one she had before. And you'll also take something? Ooh, we can help Wolfie. Wait, this is what we need, right? One of these things? I don't really know how this works. I'm really bad at building teams, apparently. Whatever. We'll equip this one, because why not? Oh, vents. What's new? Oh, growth roadmap. Upgrade any 3 resonators to 30. I did that. I did that thing. Only memories. Reach union level 30. Data bank 50. That one's gonna get hard. Be hard to get. Combat seas. Obtain a total of 2,000 points in 1 cycle of that. Whatever that is. Okay. Let's go. Yep, nothing in there. But there was something in the guidebook, yeah? Oh wait, there was something else. Or not? Just being a dick? Okay. Okay, let's go! Let's go fight things. Wait, was there like a recommendation for anything? No? No, just do it. Do it. Do it.
A hidden passage. As I expected. That must be the entrance
Really?
to the database.
I expected this? Did you expect to jump into the water? I bet you didn't expect that. Ooh. Pretty. I feel like the gold one is the one we're
Part of
supposed
the
to go
building is
in.
submerged. I should be able to find the hidden path underwater. It
Oh, I have to go
seems I have
under?
a puzzle to solve.
Oh,
Guess I
but
will check on the mechanism in the middle first.
I'm bad at solving puzzles, though. That's a problem. Gather 5 tons to a line in tune. The bell shall guide your path. Find the key notes to determine the tone. The archive shall be
I
unmasked.
see. The control panel here does look like a musical instrument, but 5 music notes, so to gain access to the database, I will need to recover the 5 missing notes stored in those sonnets. What is that sound coming from behind the symphony?
I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Can I just hit things? That's always my solution, you guys.
This must be one of the missing notes. Now, how do I connect it with the symphony?
Can I just hit it? Okay.
Part of the score holder just lit up.
Try
As I
again.
expected. The drum over there
As
seems
I
to have
expected,
unlocked.
I expected none of this.
A bell just raised out of the water. So that's what it meant by having the bells guide my path.
Okay. Now what? Excuse me? Strike the bell. Oh, I hit it! I could do that. I can hit things.
Sounds come forth.
Hit again.
The
Yay!
walkway has shown up. I must have solved the first puzzle. Seems I will need to look for more subjects
Yes.
in there.
Solve all puzzles by hitting things, everyone. It's my go-to. Oh, wait, I can just fly up here? What? There's a breeze. I swear there's a breeze. Or is that a waterfall? That's probably a
Tacit
waterfall.
discords inside the city hall? No,
Ooh.
they are not real. They must be some kind of digital simulation. They are the
Monsters.
guards here. Interesting how I'm not hearing sirens despite having... I suppose it's telling me where I can find the next sonodisc. That sound. It's coming from the west.
At least it spell things out for me. I don't need to do anything. Big brain power, you know?
This is the second sonodisc. I should bring it to the symphony.
Wee. Okay. Am I not supposed to fall in the water? No. No, it's fine. Okay. Let there be music. Ooh. That's different.
The water level just dropped again. There's another 2 drums, one in the east and another in the west. I may find more sonodiscs down there.
Way ahead of you.
Guess I'll need to activate the other one first.
But it's on the other side.
Speeding up.
Annoying.
Against the wind.
You could have told me that before I jumped off. Whee!
So this is the right way to go. I'm being fed just enough information to work out the puzzle. This does look like Miss Magistrate's doing.
Aha! Aha! Open sesame, or I'll hit the other bell.
The drum on the other side has unlocked. Guess I'll go check on it before I leave, just to be safe.
Oh right, I gotta activate it.
Another bell just rose up from the water. But
It did? Where?
it's still locked.
Oh,
I'll need to connect the passageways first.
useless. Upsy daisy.
The music I just heard, it must be the sonodisc.
Okay.
Here it is. Time to deal with the guards. Jinzhou's City Hall is the political hub, while the Grand Library holds vital data. Considering how I just took out all those guards, this place is oddly underprotected. With my guess,
Something
I
tells me
retrieved
there's a
the third sonodisc.
big bad
Time to head
somewhere.
back.
There's probably a big bad at the end of this. Oh, that's great. That's amazing.
Another platform.
Yep.
The bells will lead my path. Huh. I'll go work out the passageways.
Wait, where's the new direction? Is it down? What's this? I'm just supposed to hit this again? I'm so confused. Wait, is it below me? No, it totally was that. No! Where's the path up? Oh! Did I faint? Oh, I get it now.
Come forth.
I'm an intelligent person. I swear. Sometimes.
This feeling.
Ah! Was I supposed to drop down there?
Must be another sonodisc. This is the fourth missing note.
It is!
Almost there.
Very smart, child. You can count to 4. One to go. Oh, it's cold. But my cats are sitting on all of my warm things.
Now the water is all gone.
Full level design. Sadly, your brain can't keep up. Yeah, I also can't keep up. I'm lucky that there's arrows that point me to where I'm supposed to go next. It's very helpful. Are there fish in the water? No, I'm just seeing things. Cool. That's fine.
Wind guide me.
This
That's
is the last
fine.
one. They've prepared quite the welcome for me.
See, I knew there would be a big bad.
Face me, coward!
Face me. I like her accent.
Is that all?
Is all. Oh, never mind. There's a big bad. There's a big bad. There's the big boy. It's a good thing I just leveled up everyone. Oh, I wasn't even trying to dodge that. I did that completely on accident. Don't you love it when that happens?
Victory! Die, evil!
Isn't she great?
Glory is upon us!
She's so great. We love Lupa. We love her. She makes life
I have the
easy.
last sonodisc ready. Time to go back to the Symphodi.
Okay. Aha! Arrows. Thank you. Lead the way. Arrows, you're my best friend. Let's go, let's go, let's there another thingy, or am I just... Oh, there's the thingy. This is probably the one I came out of before, and I just, like, jumped, because that's the maximum brain power I have on most days. Alright, now I get to see the big bad, right? Oh my god, there's trees.
Access to the database.
I'm going into a forest. This is beautiful. I love it. Yes, the database. The bamboo forest database. Open sesame. Okay, this looks pretty databasey.
So this is the Grand Library.
I'm just waiting for something to
It's
jump
meant
out
to
and
hold the
attack.
answers to every question imaginable. I'm not seeing anyone here.
No.
I guess the magistrate is yet to arrive. Well, it wouldn't hurt to browse the archives for a bit as I wait for her to show up.
Why not?
Thank you for leading the way, Rover.
Oh, fuck
What
you.
a magnificent place to set foot in. Extensive,
I
exhausting.
knew there would be something to
Oh, how I want
punch.
to carve the place inside out and
Let's
blow
do
it all
this.
to shreds. Thought you'd seem a bit more surprised.
Not even a little.
Why?
Nobody's surprised.
So you've laid a trap for me.
Duh. You surprise no one, Scar. Everybody just wants to slap you. Oh, she is
Think you can
cool.
trap me here?
Yes.
You will not escape.
What a shame I can't stay and play with you a bit longer. Till we meet again, dear friends.
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah. We got him, right? We got him. We can slap
Leave it to
him.
me.
We get to slap him. Where'd he go? Oh. Got this, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this. I'm just spamming.
Face me, coward.
Face me.
No hesitation. Doesn't matter. Lackluster.
There we go. Love her moves.
Swift and resolute. Strike from the shadows.
Let me be your blade.
Let the winds roar.
This is going surprisingly well.
Resolute. Moment of resonance.
Wait, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
One more time. I sense your weakness.
Oh, frick. Got me, he got me there. He did get me there.
I smell fear.
We just gotta keep hitting him so he doesn't have a chance to do anything, right? There we go, there we go. Yes!
Swift and resolute.
Let me be.
Shape the shapeless.
Alright, we're doing good, we're doing good, we're going good.
Swift and resolute. The end has come. Is that all?
Alright, we should be able to finish it off with this, I think. Right?
Into the
on, one more round of legal attacks, right? Yes! Aw, did he get away still? I guess I at least got to hit him a good couple of times. What the hell are you? What?
I hear cowering prey.
Did you just offer yourself up to be my prey?
Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second.
No, it's just the two of us. Stow away that irrational anger of yours. I just have a friendly reminder for you. Seeing is not always believing.
Oh, how are we gonna fight it again?
Sure.
As a monster!
Don't jump to conclusions so soon.
Oh, he just literally picked me up and used me as a rag doll!
Why can't you place some of that trust in me?
I can't even use any potions or
I'll have to crush
shit.
you to make you behave for once.
The hour is upon us. No hesitation.
Let me
Okay.
be your blade.
Glory is upon us! Boom! Swift and resolute. Shape the shapeless.
Okay, okay. We might still have a chance to do this? Okay, okay.
Moment of resonance. Striking from the shadows.
We might still be able to do this. I think we got this, we got this, we got this.
A shame. With me.
We got this still, I think. We still got this. This is a fun battle, though. Oh no, oh no, oh no. This is...
Swift and resolute. The end has
Okay.
come.
We still got this, I think. I think we still got this.
I sense your weakness.
What? No, 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 no! I thought I hit that at the right time.
Let me be your blade.
Shape the shapeless.
Okay. We still got this. 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 We still got this.
No hesitation.
We still got this.
Sounds come. The hour is upon us.
Yes! Yes! We did it. We did it. We did it. Right? Oh, there isn't going to be a third fight, is there? No. Oh, thank goodness. So unfair. You somewhat made it to this, but couldn't for... Yeah. Yeah, you missed the Walking Dead one again. You were so depressed yesterday, you still can't shake it off. I'm sorry you missed it.
Only breaks under coordinated
I think-
attacks from both sides.
I'm trying to decide
I can never
what
get
day
rid of
next
all
week we're
these
going to be doing The Walking
pesky
Dead.
little helpers around you, can I?
Because either Saturday or Sunday I won't be able to stream.
So you've joined hands against
Gotta figure
me
that
with
out.
Miss Magistrate here. It does hurt my feelings, you know?
I might actually do The Walking Dead on, like, Wednesday, like, much, much earlier in the day. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still making the schedule for next week, because it's a weird week. Again. I want my weeks to just, like, stabilize for my schedule already.
You're always so popular.
It felt so good to finally beat up Scar, though. That was very
Are you
satisfying.
all right, Rover?
Very satisfying. I'm fine. It's good.
Of course she is. How could I ever have the heart to hurt her? Consider my moment of failure a gift of sincerity, Rover. I trust you haven't forgotten our conversation earlier. Choose me. I'll tell you everything you want.
I already know
I
everything.
see. So she made the move before I could, and told you all of it already.
All I know is I don't like you, man, and that's a great
Then
reason,
as the
I think.
winners, would you be so kind as to tell me how you set me up?
Easy. What? Oh my god, this week you will be off both Saturday and Sunday. It would be perfect if you stream The Walking Dead then. Let's
Now I
see.
have retrieved the
I'm
magistrate's
trying to do
message
math
tree
in
from
my
the
head
puzzle
now.
box. But it only points me to the Grand Library. There's no meeting time. Something is still missing. I've solved the puzzle, the discs have been rotated, and the two symbols are now glowing. With this glowing light, a shadow is cast on two other symbols. The black tortoise of the north to the city hall. And the time reads, the Shichen of Cho, in the wee hours of the morning.
Ooh, cool cutscene. Okay, we'll do cutscene first, then I'll talk about scheduling. Is pretty. Her character just reminds me of what's her face from Avatar: The Last Airbender, the princess that Sokka like falls in love
It's been
with.
3 days. We both made it on time.
We did.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Jinshi. It brings me great joy to see you, Rover.
Hi.
An emergency forced me to leave, and I only had the time to prepare some tokens for you. Please pardon my lack of hospitality.
You could have just left a letter instead of making me do puzzles. Yeah, does it have to do with the
The Sentinel of Jinjo is
whatever?
currently absent.
Squeaky chair? Aren't they supposed to stay in their domains?
Correct. The Sentinels guide and guard humanity as a symbol of our civilization.
Ooh, hers is on her back.
If
She has a long one.
absent, chaos is bound to ensue. As this news could lead to civil unrest, please keep it a secret.
Got it.
Jinjo's Sentinel
I'm
Jewel
good
is
with
being held
secrets.
captive by the Fraxidus. I had to postpone our meeting and put all my effort into finding its whereabouts.
I heard you can resonate with the Sentinel.
Yes, our thoughts are connected, to a certain degree. I can sense its memories, feelings, and surroundings, though not very clearly.
So you know we've met, and that I'm a god, right? I found it yet?
Unfortunately, I haven't. I can feel Jue is in danger. The good news is, I have figured out the culprit behind all of this.
Is it Scar?
Precisely. The Fraxidus plans to advance another lament and cause disasters worldwide. Overseer Scar had several objectives upon infiltrating Jinzhou. To track you down, to test your strengths, and to make you join their cause. To abduct Jue and to resurrect the Threnodian in advance.
Oh my gosh, it looks like the YouTube chat got disconnected for a second. I'm seeing it now, though. Straight to jail. Yeah, The Walking Dead is pretty goated. Yeah, but if you get her the game, it becomes boring. Oh, if I get Jinxi, it becomes boring. Is she that good? Is she that great?
They must have discovered your value.
She's so pretty,
Likely from
though.
one of Jue's prophecies. If you join them, they'll gain significant power. Should you refuse to join, the Fraxidus will likely want to eliminate you, so you don't get in their way. I have a plan to apprehend Scar. Once we capture him, the Fraxidus won't be that much of a threat to you for the time being. If you are willing to lend us a hand, I will ensure your safety during our cooperation.
I'll do whatever I want. I'm a god. Yeah, come in.
Thank you
I like
for
a good
your
fight.
trust, Rover.
I get to punch more things. This'll be
You seem
fun.
to have already gathered a lot from the tokens.
Yeah, I'm smart like that. Sure, we'll do the mango. That one's longest. Pretty much one trick pony. Swap to her, one combo, swap out. Really?
Impressive, Rover.
Ooh. And I learned more about my identity as I
The
deciphered the
threat
tokens.
Jinzhou is facing is
I
far worse
didn't.
than
What
we
did you
fear.
understand, Rover?
One of the Threnodians will soon be reawakened.
All I understand is I'm a god. What are the
They are
Threnodians?
the enemies of human civilizations, born from the dark side of our collective consciousness. We must defeat them to protect all of humanity. We have been doing our best to prevent the
I'll
disaster.
go punch some
But the
things.
Fraxidus is accelerating the Threnodians' revival.
And yet it has something to do with me.
Indeed.
Yes?
You have defeated the Crownless and absorbed its echo with your bare hands. It is the
Because
tacit
I'm a
discord
god.
that embodies the concept of warfare. Resentment of the fallen, fright of the ignoble, those are the emotions that lay ground for its birth. The Crownless is a tacit discord that possesses powers from the reviving Threnodian. Jinzhou is a border city with an unbreakable will and a strong spirit of resistance. However, we also fear the constant wars and loss of life, and the Threnodian can prey on that. You, however, you were able to defeat and absorb a Threnodian-related tacit discord with your bare hands and resonate with other TDs. Meanwhile, Huanglong's records mention a hero with similar powers who saved our nation during the Threnodian War. She is also mentioned in literature, dating back to Jinzhou's establishment.
Oh, you've lost me. You lost me. I was thinking about my schedule, honey. I'm sorry. What were we saying? I'm a god? That's okay. Great. I'm a god. You believe that a person I could be related to in
Yes.
some way? Okay.
Based on my own deduction, and the prophecies of Jue.
Okay. Jui in the Gorge of Spirits.
The unfinished statue of Jue.
I remembered something when I saw it.
I see. Do you mind letting me know what you remembered? Since it's related to our sentinel, I might be able to help.
I remembered it was my friend.
Rover, the memories of which you speak,
Yeah?
as I mentioned earlier, I can resonate with Jue, our sentinel. Your recollections, they align with what I've witnessed in Jue's memories.
So I am friends with the dragon.
Yes, I do remember seeing something similar. I believe it had truly happened in the past.
In other words,
you may be the person mentioned in our records.
my little chicken nugget. Lana, did you wake up from your nap and then
Wavering
need cuddle
presence by our
time?
sentinel's side, bonded by an unbreakable trust.
I don't reckon resonators can live that long.
Resonators tend to live a longer lifespan, but it is indeed unprecedented to live hundreds of years without any sign of aging. So many mysteries about you remain unsolved, and your age is just one of the unknowns.
Oh no, I just almost knocked down all of my audio and everything. If this is true, who was I all the time ago, and how did I end up losing my memories? I'm holding a cat in a very awkward position that's tangled in my cords right now. Lana, what have I done? Okay, jump out that way. Yes, you chose the best way to jump, hun. I love you.
Sorry, but I don't know. Jue's last piece of information pointed to the Northfall Barrens, where you should find the Threnodian. I pray you will find your answers there.
Beating everything up with a level 1 training sword in
The
all
Threnodian is
cutscenes. She forgot to
resurrected,
mention doing
and
that
all
with a
we
training
think is
sword.
an
Oh my
old
gosh, she was
demon.
doing that with a training
This
sword?
reminds me of the Threnodian War all too much. Perhaps this has something to do with your mysterious appearance in Jinzhou.
Why not? I am a god after all. You mean I showed up to protect Jinzo like the historic hero did?
Not really. I don't plan to believe in a hero showing up out of nowhere and protecting us. I'm just presenting whatever lead I have about your past, as I know it is troubling you. I want to help you, and that is all
Aw.
there is to it.
You're very helpful. You are.
Thank you for considering lending us a hand. Your help is much appreciated. But please, do not feel obligated because of the information I shared. They are
Okay,
my
I
people,
won't.
and the responsibility
I'll do whatever
to
the
keep
hell
them
I
safe
want
should
like
fall on
usual.
No one else but my own shoulders.
You're just lucky I'm a merciful god.
I'm saying this because I have faith in my abilities, and even more so in the bravery of Jinzhou soldiers and our people. You
Okay.
deserve to make your own decision about this after uncovering your true identity.
I was gonna do that anyway. I appreciate the
everything
thought,
you've done
though.
for us during the past few days, and perhaps even longer ago. Once it all settles, I am ready to accommodate and assist in whatever future decision you make. You can leave Jinzhou, or the entire Huanglong if you wish.
Yeah,
If you
why
ever
not?
need me again, you need only ask. Let's keep this a secret between the two of us. How does that sound?
It sounds pretty good, hun. Alright, now that that's over. You can't get over it. You've never in your life had deep regret over not waking up
Scar,
early.
You were
Oh.
now under arrest for committing multiple felonies in
Oh my god, the
Huanglong.
cutscenes keep
Do
coming.
you have anything to say?
You never cared about it when you
What
wake up
do
late, but
I
the 2
want
times
to
you missed season
say,
2, you
huh?
literally can't rewinding
Well,
back the
I'd
clock in your
love to
head.
tell you another story.
Thinking what could have done differently to
that's
make it
not
in
what you want
time.
to hear.
It's alright. At least you can watch the VOD still,
Let's cut
right?
to the chase, Madam Magistrate.
Right.
I'm getting bored already.
And hopefully you could catch the ending.
Very well.
I gotta figure out what
We
day
will
we're gonna do
answer
that
only
though.
our questions from now on.
Cause is complicated because you have Saturday, Sunday off.
Sure.
But since
Why not?
I
What do you wanna know?
if I were to stream it, I think it's leaning more towards right now that I won't be able to stream on Saturday. Sadly, which is the day that would let me stream on the day you have off. So that's a little rough. Because I definitely can't do it early Sunday at all. Definitely not. Oh my god, I'm gonna be out so late Saturday night. That's not gonna happen. But late Sunday I could, but that would be Monday for you already, Matisha. So that's why I'm like, oh, it's rough. Because I usually stream The Walking Dead during the weekend, so we can do like a little longer stream than usual. And I really want to finish season 2 too. And the only other option I have is like doing it on Wednesday in the morning. And that's like the only other option I have, which would be Wednesday PM for you. It's just rough. No, that's not how the time zone works. So I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to stream it all Saturday, which means like it's leaning more towards I'll be streaming it on Sunday if I decide to do it during the weekend. But that's going to be Sunday like 8 PM, which is going to actually be Monday for you. So that's why it's like, oof. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the schedule. I could always just skip Walking Dead next week, but I don't know if I want to do that either. That's why I've been so indecisive about making the schedule for this upcoming week, because it's my friend's birthday and he wants to do something crazy to celebrate, and he's been my friend since we were 6 years old, so I'm definitely going to celebrate with him, but I'm just like, oh, that kind of puts a wrench in my scheduling a little bit. Stable schedules, you have no idea. Yeah, it would be Monday 8 AM for you, so I'm like, should I just keep Sundays as the visual novel day, or should I switch things up? Yeah, figuring out the times is very hard. It is. Like, it would either be Sunday, like 8 PM Hawaii Standard Time, or like 9 PM Hawaii Standard Time, or it would be Wednesday, like 8 AM, maybe 9 AM Hawaii Standard Time. And those are like my only two options for that one right now, because I kind of am trying to keep everything else roughly the same. Because I did promise quite a few people that we'd be doing Wuthering Waves on Thursdays, so we gotta definitely keep that the same. And that is with me also streaming at another time on Wednesday, so I'd stream twice on Wednesday to fit in The Walking Dead that day. It's like, ugh, I don't know. Limbus Company Day? I can't handle adding another thing right now. Not with my schedule being crazy. I think next week, like after this next week, it should like settle down, because it's just these past 2 weeks I've had like people visiting, I've had birthdays, I've had reunions with my friends that I hadn't seen in like years. It's like, it's just been like non-stop social engagements, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to like not talk to people for a week after this coming week, because it's a lot. It sure is a lot. Okay, where are we? Yes. Why are you obsessed with reviving? Blah blah blah. Oh, I can ask him all the things.
A sentinel such as Jue can predict and correct future events. It gets in our way of achieving our sublime vision. We merely wanted to topple the set future built on lies and take control of our own destiny.
Well, there will technically be a chance for you to make it if you do it in the morning in your time zone, which is like 8 to 10 PM for you. Yeah, so I'm like, should we do it on the Sunday then? Because I could always do the visual novel on the Wednesday instead. Like, those two in my head are interchangeable. We'll do The Walking Dead on Sunday. I think it'll work best for everyone, but yeah, it's a rough week. I'm gonna be like very, very brain dead by the end of this week, because I also have the vet appointment for Vanna, and God, I swear there was another thing on my calendar. Like, I literally can't even think of what the other thing on my calendar is right now. It's a busy ass week. Don't you feel burnout? No, this is still manageable for me. This is still manageable. have not hit burnout yet. If I need a break, I'll definitely take one, but I don't think I'm there just yet. I don't think I'll hit it either. I think this is still within the manageable realm because I'm still taking 2 days off a week that are in a row, and those are kind of my days where I like get shit done and maybe relax a little. Maybe. So am I finally double streaming now? Yeah, we're doing the multi-streaming. So there's the YouTube and the Twitch going on right now. And my temp place has freaking amazing internet that allows it. It's so good. I for sure am going to have to update my internet before I move back to the other place because I can't go back. I can't go back. This is just too good.
Sure, why not? What do you want to know?
It's too good.
The
And why are you obsessed?
Thrinovians, they hold the key to our ideal.
Oh, you're crazy.
Together, they will bring us the promised true lament.
Oh, he's just crazy.
And we will embrace the new world that is bound to come.
Right, more yapping session?
Why not?
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
Yeah. What on earth is the lament?
What
Yeah.
is the lament?
Yeah, what's
Disaster?
the lament?
Curse? Some kind of punishment? People
You're
only
so
see
crazy,
the
man.
surface.
It would be great if there was an option to slap at
lament
the end of
brings
this.
Death,
That would be nice.
destruction, and countless reverberations.
So you just want
Reverberations
chaos
that
for the
will
sake
be
of
reflected,
chaos.
Overlapped and interwoven during the lament.
Okay, my
They
dude.
will be our salvation. The only
Chaos
path
for the sake
to a
of
new
chaos?
life form and a new civilization. Sure, why not? What do you want to know?
Why are you following
Our
me?
goal has
You
always
creep.
been the same. We want you. Want you to join us.
Well, they really should have sent a different spokesperson. Anyone else, really.
Forces battle over you, causing all this strife. And yet you remain unaware of your own worth. Are
No,
you
I
really
know.
That naive?
I'm a god. I'm
Or are you
amazing.
just dense. Whatever. Our interest in you is not affected by such trivial matters.
I just think it's hilarious you think I would join you.
Sure.
Cray
why
cray.
not? What do you want to know?
No, that's it. I'm done with you. Bye-bye.
You
Leave.
kidnapped Jue and revived the Thrinodian.
He's the reasonable one, actually.
Accelerating the next lament. This is proof enough that you are the enemy of Jinzhou and all humanity. Stop dreaming you can force Rover to join you. She is our honored guest, and I will not allow any harm to come her way.
Oh, how sweet of you.
How confident you sound. As the Thrinodian's resurrection approaches, Jinzhou is barely holding on.
I feel like
How much
he's
longer
about
do
to
you
get,
think you can
like,
keep up
escape.
this facade?
Yeah.
Thank
gonna
you for your
escape now.
concern. We have crushed your schemes once, and we can do it again. I have one last question for you. Abducting Jue, stalking Rover, and setting up an ambush in Chicha village. You couldn't have accomplished that all on your own. Unless...
Unless I'm not the only overseer in Jinzhou, right?
Uh-huh. I mean, we did see the other girl, didn't we? We know you're not the only one.
I have answered all your questions with full honesty. I don't mind you knowing because it won't
Nah,
make
jailed
any
for life.
difference.
Stick him in the dungeons.
You can try to stop us with all you have, but it's too late to change the course of history.
Stick him in the dungeon.
Now, I have one question for you.
No, that's not how it works.
You seem convinced we caused the disappearance of Jue. What if I told you there was more to it? Would you be curious?
No. know.
About Jue. What else do you know?
Come closer and I'll tell you, Madam Magistrate.
Don't do
It's
it.
a secret for your ears only.
How
Don't
dare
do
you?
it.
Madam Magistrate, I do.
And she's doing it.
No. It can't be.
Shocked, aren't you? But there's more. What if I told you your sentinel had made this prophecy a long, long time ago?
Don't do it.
Your all-seeing sentinel abandons you now, of all times. Need I say more?
It's because he has so much faith in you, honey. You're
Touch of
fine.
extra
You're doing
fuel to the
great.
fire
You're
that will
amazing.
soon consume all.
Okay. Now we slap him.
Care for a wager? I know you've been searching for answers about your past, and I've got news for you.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out!
You are one of us, the Black Lads,
Huh?
and you have been chosen to join us, ushering in the new world.
No, thank you.
Once you discover what you really are, you will come to us with no hesitation.
No, thank you. I know who I am. I am a god.
Praxidus awaits your arrival with open arms. And I look forward to that day in sincere anticipation.
Blow it up. Set it aflame. After the interrogation, Scar is put in jail. Good, 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 good. Jailed for life. Bye-bye, Scar. What did Scar say?
Sorry, Rover. What he mentioned about our sentinel is highly sensitive.
Okay.
I cannot disclose it yet. Not before verifying it myself. Is it a ploy to create distrust among us? Or... I must first find our sentinel to uncover the truth.
Okay.
Jue is the guardian sentinel of Jinzhou. It is responsible for assisting Jinzhou's magistrate in administrative affairs.
Can this conversation
I am the
end?
final
It's
decision
already gone
maker.
too far.
Without the assistance of
Hey,
Jue, I cannot
Mika.
guarantee I am always making the best choices for my people.
Good job.
Thank you. I am glad you think so.
Good job, Mika.
Jue
Good
can
job of
predict
being
the
a
future,
cat.
and up to this point, every one of its prophecies have been proven
Okay, go jump
true.
down.
While justice may not be universally agreed upon, its decisions have consistently served the best interests of Huanglong.
Okay. Perhaps it intended to let you make your own decisions. Yeah.
For that, I suppose we will have to talk to it in person to find out. In addition, Rover, Jue once told me to deliver a message to you.
Okay.
To the Awakened One. When raindrops fall upstream, please head to the Northfall Barrens and seek General Jian of the Midnight Rangers.
Okay. I know none of that means.
General Jian is currently battling another TD outbreak in the Northfall Barrens, which will also
Have I
serve
seen
as
the
our
Silver
front line
Palace
against the
trailer?
Trinodian.
It
But
won't come out yet, but it looks so good.
has
Ooh,
made
no,
it a
what is
very
it? What is the
dangerous
Silver
place to
Palace
go.
trailer? What is
Since
Silver
you don't
Palace?
need to go there right now, not until when the raindrops fall upstream. I know you're here for clues about your true identity, and I don't want you to leave the city empty-handed. Have you heard about the Black Shores, Rover?
Hi, Mika.
It's an organization shrouded
Sorry,
in
guys.
mystery,
She was just crawling over my
secretive
mic,
membership
so that might have
process,
been loud.
and members who usually keep their identities hidden. Upon your awakening, one of their members discreetly contacted me to gather information about you.
Mm-hmm.
But please don't worry. The Black Shores developed a special lament prediction system. and has established partnerships with countries worldwide. While operating in secrecy, they are not an extremist group like the Fraxidus. They have been monitoring the situation in Jinzhou to provide
Okay.
assistance when needed. Thanks to their extra help, my meeting with you went smoothly. This
Got
black
it.
bloom is their symbol. The Black Shores members usually wear it on their person. Rover, after the recent series of events, I trust you have gained a general idea of who you might have been.
Yes, I was
Before
a
you fell
god
into
and
that
am a
deep
god.
slumber,
And you should all
you
worship
likely
me.
played a significant role in important historical events, shaping the course of history in some way. Ultimately, I suppose it is up to you to discover the final definitive answer for yourself. This photo is yours to keep. I will return with Jue shortly, and the Black Shores may be worth your try.
Okay. Okay, are we finally done? We're still talking? Ooh? Dragon! Friend!
Rover, are you all right?
Friend! Hi, Mika. You're so good at life. Good job, baby. I saw something. I was wearing the
I see.
black bloom.
The Black Shores must have a deep connection to your past.
They must.
Since you are likely being closely monitored by the Fraxidus now, I suggest keeping an eye out for the Black Shore members. They could prove to be your valuable allies. I'll
Got
do my
it.
best to find Jue and tell you everything I learned from it once I return. This is my promise.
I'm counting on you. You better keep
Yes.
your word.
Please leave it to me.
Okay, are we finally done? Because I want to get some gotcha in, some gamba before I say goodbye. Come on, finish
Fancourt.
talking.
Yes, Madam Magistrate.
I will be going on a temporary leave. During my absence, please help me handle my responsibilities in Jinzhou.
Understood. Should I continue protecting that rover?
No need. Both Chanli and I will be away, and there will be more than enough paperwork for you to handle.
Is Lady Chongli leaving for the capital?
Of course, why? Why not?
Please pardon my intrusion, but she just faced an ambush in the Central Plains. What if...
Regarding that incident, we tried to warn her about the Fraxidus, but they were more cunning. If she runs into another powerful enemy like Scar, she'll eventually have to confront them on her own.
Keeps going. Have you didn't know if you missed the response because you're barely keeping yourself
You can
awake
place
now?
more trust
Oh,
in me than me.
I asked what it was. What is it? What is the Silver Palace? I have not
Understood.
heard of it.
I will. My lady, no matter what happens, my sword is always yours.
Both the interrogation and my appointed meeting with Rover have already finished.
Yes. Can I leave
Scar
now?
only needed the
I
two
want
of
to
you
do
as
some
his
gamba.
audience. We already knew what he wanted, and we let him have as much.
Ooh, pretty.
She decrypted every message we intended to convey. It's only proper you meet him in person, as the one who crafted those puzzles. Such intricate puzzles. I guess only Rover has the patience to solve them all.
I really don't.
No detail is too small. I'm sure she understands.
It was annoying.
Besides, not seeing the opponent heightens the thrill of the game. If everything goes so,
Okay.
what did our captive from the Fraxidus tell you about Jue?
That Jue had predicted I will have to fight it one day. A
Oh.
fight that will shape Jinzhou's future.
She's gonna have to fight the dragon?
Well, that is unexpected.
Fun.
But you don't seem all that surprised.
Can't say I am. I had suspected as much from our previous conversations, and the message it left me.
Silver
words
Palace is gonna
only
be like Genshin
confirm.
Impact, like a gacha game. Just Google its trailer. It has
Where
the best
was
graphics
it
out of
when
any
you
of the
last
games we've seen
sensed its
so far in
presence?
this genre. Oh, that's cool.
It was in Mount Firmament.
I wonder if it'll be able
Unlike
to, like,
Jinzhou City,
beat
that
the
mountain is
fighting
still resting
in Wuthering Waves, though,
stillness.
because the fighting is so smooth in this
The place
one.
where the first people of Jinzhou lived, and where Jue first manifested before us humans. I see.
I'll find Jue and bring it back as soon as possible.
Oh my god, stop
Our
talking.
enemies could have planned it as a
Stop
trap.
talking.
We
Please
have a
stop
bigger
talking. I
goal
just
to
want to
focus on.
gamble.
Remember?
I understand. I will not let anything or anyone disrupt the peace in Jinzhou.
Would you let what you heard from Scar sway your determination?
Nah, she seemed pretty
He cannot ever
strong-willed.
turn me against Jue. If anything, his words only confirmed my theory. I am
Okay,
a magistrate of Jinzhou, appointed by the Sentinel itself.
okay,
The prophecy speaks of a decisive incident for Jinzhou's future.
okay, honey.
Where I
Can
will
you
be a
stop
key
talking
player.
now?
The fight between me and Jue is only a precursor. My job remains unchanged. I will fulfill my duty as Jinzhou's magistrate.
Is that your final answer?
A single strand's neglect brings
Yeah, it's her
mountainous upheaval.
final answer.
You taught me
She's
that.
done.
Remember, the safest option is for me to go in person.
Done.
Very well. Since we are already mid-game, I will let you decide our next move. This time, I shall be a pawn in your hand. Remember, I will always stand by your side. In this crisis, or any other.
Okay. Oh, are you
Am I
finally
a
done?
player or a mere pawn? I suppose there is no difference at this point.
Oh, I can't even skip this
No
dialogue.
matter what, I will do what I must.
She looks very determined. Whew. Well, I did get to fight things. I can say that. I did get to fight things, but dang, she kept talking. That's the best in slot for Lupa Team, by the way. What I have it as? The third one? What's the difference? Woo! Act 5 now. Just wanna go to the events, do the things, get my rewards. Store, yes, store. This is actually right where I want to be. Right? No, not this. Is it this one? Yes, this one. This one. Ooh, Lupa's beef band. Hi, Seth. How are you doing? I'm actually just getting close to finishing, but you caught me in time for some gambling. Wait, why can't I get more? Oh, there we go. There we go. We'll get all of those. We'll get all the gems. Those ones first. All the gems. And yeah. We good. At least you got the PS5 and you've been playing Death Stranding 2. It's the main reason you weren't able to make it, because you keep staying up late to play it since you work late shifts, so you have to... Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're having fun with the PS5, Natija. It was a good gift to yourself, it sounds. A very good gift to yourself. Oh, right, I forget there's a free ones. Yes, I'll take that. Okay. Do I get anything else from this? Maybe? Yes, Gamba time. Just gotta collect all of the things, because apparently it is a full day later now, so there's more things to claim. Excuse me? Yes, I would like to collect everything. Nothing there. Yeah, it's, oh my gosh, it is almost midnight. It's almost midnight. That means we have been streaming for a full half an hour longer than I was intending to. Oops. It's because they just wouldn't stop talking, you guys. She was just going on and on. That's the best offer. Save the purple core, basically free character for 40 pull. Oh, well, I'll save the purple next time. Here. That's alright. I don't need to look at those or that. Okay, gamble, gamble. Yes, yes, right. I'm still awake enough to remember to do that. We already got Lupa, so we don't gotta do that. But we can do all of these. I don't think we have enough to do the 10. No, we don't. That's okay. We'll just do a bunch of ones. Yep. Nothing there. Looks like that one's nothing too. Just weapons. Come on. I need to get something. Just one thing. This is the one. This is the one, right? No. We gotta be close. Okay, we can do one more. Seriously? Oh, wait, yes, we did get... We at least got another one of her. Okay. Oh, wait, we have all of these still. I forgot about it. Let's do more of that.
Good day.
Ooh!
What does our loyal client wish to
Who are
inquire
you?
about today?
Alto. Hi. Nice to meet you. We are so close to the last few. We're so close to the pity. We're so close. We better not get another fire one. I want a different element. Still decent, yeah. We at least got one new guy.
Let me be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the
Let's reach Father Destiny.
Nice pick. You won't
Alto.
regret choosing Alto's service.
What is he? Oh, he's a gun guy. Alright, he might be fun.
Nice pick. Nice pick.
Alrighty, now that we did our gambling, it's time for me to sleep. So you won't be able to do Walking Dead on either Saturday or Sunday next week. You said you might be Saturday early. No, I'm not doing Saturday early. No. No, Wednesday is the only day I could do early. Only Wednesday. I don't think I'm going to be able to stream at all on Saturday because I will be... So my friend wants to go shark diving, so I'm going to be doing that for majority of the day on Saturday, it sounds like. He's still in the process of giving me specific times and things, so I'm kind of just keeping the whole day free. He wants to go shark diving. Isn't that fun? I'm not going in the water is all I gotta say. I don't even like snorkeling. Yeah, I said I'd watch. I'd watch him shark dive with some of my other buddies, but I will not get in the water.
Bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey.
Not gonna do that to myself. Okay, so Sunday, which would be Monday early for you. Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna end up doing. Yeah, I'll just make it for sure. For sure, it will be Sunday. Yeah, late Sunday, which is early Monday for all of you Europe people. And, you know, most other people. Because I have a really early time zone. Alright. I don't think I'm gonna raid anyone today. I think I'm just gonna go to sleep. Yeah, time to sleep. Very much time to sleep. You're right, Flix. I must sleep now. So I will see you all on Wednesday. Which I think I'll be doing 2 streams on Wednesday.
This
So
is a
I'll
testament
see,
to my
see you guys
connection with the
Wednesday.
world around me.
And
It's very much my
yeah.
companion now.
I don't know if I'm actually gonna like schedule the earlier stream, but we're gonna do an earlier stream. I don't know what time specifically, but there will be 2 streams on Wednesdays, so that's something to look forward to. And I'll see you guys then. Everybody have a good day, evening, week, whatever. Whatever I'm gonna see you. I'm too tired to think right now. I went way longer than I was expecting. You also wanted to talk more, but you're also tired now. Can barely keep my eyes open. So yeah, next time.
This is a testament to my connection with the world
Thank you all
around
for
me,
joining.
and it's very
Bye
much my companion now,
bye.
bearing witness to everything I've experienced on